Hi, Derp. Hello, hello. Hi, everyone on every angle of streaming. Hope you guys are doing well today. I am, finding my thing. Hello. Hello, how are you, Derp? I changed the chat a little bit, so it might look a little different now. So, and there's my cat back in the background. Always stream before I head off to locals, huh? It's more so that I get off of work, right? So... only so much I can do. Only so much. Sorry. I hope you have fun at locals. Always good, always good. I'm gonna move this over. Hi, Cat! Oh my gosh, you have the face on. Did something happen in Shadowverse Beyond again? Is it a different aggro abyssalist or is it Rune beating your ass? Which one is it today? Oh. Kinda? No, not the kinda. Not the kinda. Don't mind me, I'm trying to find the tier list. I had it and then I lost it because I think I turned off all my stuff. I had too much open earlier. Let's see here. It's tier list day to day. I also forgot to update my thing, but that's okay. One sec, hold on. Well, actually, you don't have to hold on. You guys can chill. I'm just grabbing stuff. Also, happy Wednesday to everyone. Hope you guys are having a good day overall. I'm gonna find this wherever I put it. Is it Kai that had it? I think it was Kai that had it. Yeah, I found it. We found the list. We have done it. The list has been obtained. Legion is S tier. Don't care about the rest. Oh no, people already saw. People already know. Oh no, who are we over here? Legion being S tier? We're about to talk about it, so I guess stay tuned. I'm trying to see. There it is, presentation mode. Oh my gosh, I did it. All right, fam, it is tier list day. Everyone is doing this tier list, so I thought, why not? I might as well join. Yeah, I might as well join the bandwagon. Might as well tier list as well. So we are tier ranking today. This tier list right here, which is by Detective Sickle. So I've never heard of this person before. And it's actually cool because they actually put all the little love to it. They will put a little extra love to it. But we're gonna make it way bigger. There we go. Now we can see everything. See it a little bit better now. Way bigger now. So basically, this tier list is a tier list dedicated to all the mechanics in Vanguard that have come out over the years. We got quite a lot in here. Not a lot, but quite a lot over the years, I would say. There's a bunch of stuff. I need to put in my brain that in Worlds Beyond has some days that you just do not win. I'm just surprised you're putting so much effort into Worlds Beyond. I will say I've been playing it, but there are definitely days where I'm like, I need to like not play it. Like I just need to do something else with my time. So yeah. We're gonna change these ranks a little bit. We're gonna kind of go off of like, how are we gonna do these? I guess we'll do the top one as fun as heck. Actually, fun as Vanguard can be. So that would be our first one. And then we're gonna do one below it where, fun, but fun for the most part. Well, actually fun, good for the most part. I do like that. And then let's see, we got B, which I guess will just be average. And then C is like, it's okay, but kinda sucks. And then we'll just do D as like a, why does this exist? How about that? And I don't think we need F. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I don't think we need this tier. I guess I'll keep it there just in case. We'll call it Misk for now. Oh, welcome in. Hello. Hi, Brom Oak. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the POS crew. Legion is S, otherwise we riot. Are you the same person that just said that on the other side? I see you on the other. I see you on the YouTube side. I see what you're doing over there. You little sneaky. A little sneaky. Welcome in though. Hope you're doing well. I'm gonna make chat a little bigger. There we go. We can make it semi-big. Yeah, I was reading the chat on the other side. Don't think I missed you, but welcome in. Thank you so much for the oh my gosh, for the follow. I appreciate it. All right, let's do this. All right, so we're starting off with perfect guards. I'm gonna So Perfect Guards, actually, I guess I'll explain what it is. Perfect Guard is is basically where you guard and you take a sentinel, you discard something for the cost, and the attack just doesn't go through. At F should be, it never existed. I mean, would that work? Would that work? I'm putting Misc right now because there's some mechanics I personally haven't tried here, so that'd be a good Misc here, but we have 5, so I think we have like a good, like, you know, 2 that are above average, 2 that are below average. But we'll see if this will change or not, because this is basically F. So perfect guards are the ones where you discard something and you get to perfect guard it, and basically you just attack doesn't go through. That's how perfect guard works. Now in V, they're a little bit different. I think even in old Vanguard they were different, and I should probably give you guys just a small background here for those that don't know me. I started in V era. I did not play prior, and I started specifically when Imaginary Gift 2 came out. So I did not play prior to that, so there's a lot of stuff in here I haven't actually tried. Like some stuff I did for Grand Blue, but that was kind of like that was it. And obviously Vanguard 0. So anyway, perfect guards I'm gonna put as a fun, good for the most part mechanic. I think they're pretty chill. They're not anything that special. They're not like that out there. They're not really that unique. They're just, you can't be hit. So I think I guess they're probably average. I'm glad they exist. They're fine. They're just very normal. It's a very normal thing, right? There's nothing that special going on here, nothing game breaking, but they do affect the game because, you know, sometimes decks can turn them off. And you also do think they're really strong. I think finding perfect guards makes your life a lot better versus if you're a deck that can't find perfect guards. I do think that matters. Now we have Forerunners here. I did not play with Forerunners, but I did play with them in Vanguard 0, and I overall thought these were good. And overall, if people are asking what Forerunners are, for those of you guys that don't know, they are starters that would pop out when you would ride something on top of them, and someone be very specific, like they'd have to have specific cards that'd be written on, or if you rode the wrong card, they'll pop out for other reasons. There's also ones that have skills on them. They're basically just starters with extra effects, and we haven't had these in a while. I'm kind of wondering if we're gonna bring this back ever. So yeah, I'm gonna put them up here. I didn't play with them too much personally. Maybe if I played them more, I'd probably like them more. Like I said, I mainly touched them in 0. So in 0 is the most I've gotten out of them. I thought they were cool. I think the only downside to them was there's some decks that could just like pop your starter and then you would just like lose out on the effect. It's kind of like, okay, I guess I just won't use my cool starter effect because I'm playing XYZ deck. I think that was the, oh, hello. I don't think bring them back with Ride deck being there. Oh, true. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, they're probably forever gone. Plus, we're also doing this whole thing where if you go second, you have to draw a card and all that stuff. That could make it more interesting though over time. You know, it could be something to consider. Yeah, yeah, she jumped. I have some Coke in here and I'm finishing it so that way she doesn't knock it down because I know what she's like. She'll knock stuff down. Let's see what else we got. We got Mega Blast. If I remember correctly, Mega Blast is when you did like, it was like Soul Blast 5. It was like Counter Blast 5, Soul Blast 8 or something like that. I'm gonna put it in the why does this exist here. I genuinely don't think these are that good. I'm trying to remember, oh my gosh, it's been so long. Oh, Basskirk was one. Basskirk. Just so I can give you guys an example, because it's been so long since I've like looked at these. Holy crap. Yes, look how old this is. Oh my, you can't even read it. You can't even, like I said, the only time I know any effects is because of Grand Blue, because I play Grand Blue. So obviously I looked at every single card of Grand Blue. But anyway, so this basically says right here, you can Soul Blast 8, Counter Blast 5, choose the 5 cards from your drop zone, call them separate rigor circles. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds good for back in the day, getting 5 dudes on the board, but the issue is like every deck Counter Blasted already. So like, when the heck are you ever gonna resolve 5 CB, 8 Soul Blast? I know they kind of changed it a little bit in Vanguard 0, they made them a little bit more tolerable, but they're still pretty bad. So yeah, I think Pacifica has one too, if I remember correctly. The OG Pacifica specifically. Let me see if I can find her. There's like original stuff. Yeah, right here she is. Another super old unreadable card, but she says at the beginning of your main phase, you'll charge 1, draw a card, choose a card from here, put it on the bottom of your deck. I thought this was so cool in Vanguard 0. Forgot what 0 did. You loved a Vortex Dragon. I think the effects were where 0 had it to where I think it was Soul Blast 5, Counter Blast 3 or 4, I don't remember, something like that. So this one says when you attack hits a Vanguard, if you may pay cost, you search your deck up to 3 Remove Triangle cards and call them to separate Vanguard circles. Interesting. That's good. That's pretty cool. So I remember the Vanguard 0 one was really good. I remember you could like stack your deck and eventually get to your stack, and that's how I used to play this deck. I had a lot of fun. Anyway, I think Mega Blasts are kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think they really served a purpose. I don't know. Maybe back in the day, back in like, you know, the old lady days, like with the canes and everything, back in 2012, Maybe it did something. I don't know. I just don't think it's very good right now. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea what an E-Special Intercept is, so we're gonna look at that. What is an E-Special Intercept? I know this character here. There was Sobas. Oh, okay, so Sobas 6. Sobas 4. I'm gonna look. I'm assuming if I look up E-Special Intercept, I should be able to find it this way. Intercept. Yeah, so it is OG Gordon. Okay. I was like, I know that card, but I know it from 0. So this one. Yeah, here's the OG one. All right, let's see here. When this unit intercepts, if you have a Royal Powder Vanguard, this unit gets plus 5k shield to end a battle. Was this like a mechanic back in the day or something? I'm just trying to see what's in here. It won't let me look at what's in here. Never mind. I can't see what's in there. What's the mechanic? Intercepting? It's just turn for cards that gain shield when intercepting. Oh, okay. So gaining shield for intercepting. Okay. I would say that I mean, I can compare that to like current standard, I would say. Probably just average. It's just an average mechanic. We have a couple of those kind of cards that do stuff like that with intercept for special abilities or special effects to give them extra shield. So that's pretty normal. I will say it's not very used in like current days. Like there's a couple I would say that have been used, but it's nothing amazing. Like, a good example, I'm just gonna say off the top of my head, Elfodeo is a really good example. There's also the one grade 2 that was recently played in Harry. I think Megatrick was playing it, where he was playing a G-Zone card. So if you had a G-Zone, you get extra power. It's Anatomy. Every child deck had one back in the day, like until V. Oh, I see. I guess that makes sense. I think as a mechanic, it's fine. I don't think it's anything that revolutionary. That's why I think average is the perfect spot for it. It's basically extra shield in your deck, right? So, and we do like extra shield. At least I like extra shield. So I think they're pretty chill. So we're gonna throw it. I'm gonna throw it in the average tier. I don't think I think they're reasonable. Ride Chain. I thought Ride Chains were cool. In 0. I legitimately thought they were some of the cooler parts. It felt like we're connected to your deck. Oh, welcome in. Hi, Sunny. Hello, Sunshine. Welcome in from the Twitter end to the Twitch side. I know who you are. Welcome in, though. OG Ride Deck? Yeah, it is OG Ride Deck. It's basically Ride Deck before D. I liked Ride Chains. I like the V ones too, like the Spectral Duke one where you're going from the 1 to the 3. I liked Rivier's Ride Chain kind of Ride Chain thing, so I think these are fun. I just don't think they were really experimented with that much. I think over time they just got phased out, and they got kind of brought back and they got phased out again, and now we have V. So I thought they were cool. I think they gave decks to identities, or gave them kind of like I guess like a purpose. I don't know, I can't explain it. You kind of like watch as your deck is like literally leveling up. Is that the Outer Orange? Oh my god, is that top 8? Chrono deck? Curl? Birthday Boy? Cardfighter 159? Haven Player? Ride Chain equals Ride Deck? Yeah, I would say Ride Chain does equal Ride Deck, but I think Ride Deck's a little bit different in some situations. Like, I think some Ride Decks are like Ride Chains, but not all Ride Decks are Ride Chains, if that makes sense. Like, for example, if you do something like the crazy goofy stuff where you kind of change it out a little bit, like, it's not really a Ride Chain anymore, you know what I mean? Like, because the point of the Ride Chain was you had a 0 that had to match the starter with the 1, and the 1 had to match the starter with the 2, and then the 2 matched with the 3, right? But in Ride Decks, you don't have to do that, so that's kind of the difference. Ride Chain the go, for real, but man, mulliganing was rough. Wish we had more generalized Ride Decks. I agree. Generalized. Sorry, I can't read apparently. I agree. I think it'd be kind of nice. I think it'd be a nice little thing, but I do wish there was more freedom with what kind of Ride Deck you can have in your deck. I wish there was Clear Elemental Ride lines. I know it would break the game, but I think it'd be such a fun thing to add. But you know how it is. They're not as, I feel like they're a little too scared to experiment with like Cray Elementals. And it's so sad because they're so fun. We have one. We have the grade 2, the Energy Blast one. It's like hard to find nowadays. We have one. Okay, Cross Ride. Oh, what is Cross Ride when you start on one and you go to another? Is that what that is? Let me think. Phantom Blaster. Welcome in, Yuzi. Ride Chains were fun, but missing the pieces kind of hurt. Yeah, exactly. I agree. I wholeheartedly agree with that one. I'm just trying to find one so I can kind of give myself a little comparison here. Because Cross Ride, it's not the same as, I guess it is. So the one I'm thinking about is Overlord. You know how Overlord has like the OG Overlord, but then you can ride like the better one on top, and then you get like extra abilities. Or is that Limit Break? I don't remember. That's something I'm trying to like remember. Is that Limit Break? Fuck. Overlord. If you have a certain unit, okay, yeah, if you have a certain unit named as so, you get a plus 3k power. Okay, thank you. That's exactly what I was thinking. Because I remembered it was specifically this one. This one, if you ride this fucker on top of him, this guy specifically gets the extra effects, right? Yeah. If you have a card named, okay, we're back. Okay, yeah, it is what it is. It is what I was thinking of. Okay, so that is, so basically cross riding is when you have an old unit and then you ride a new one on top of that, and the new one takes like, it doesn't take the name, but it likes to look for the name of the soul, of the guy's soul. Overlord on screen must sub. Oh, thank you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for the 44. Overlord. Oh, yeah, we had Overlord on screen for a sec. So cross ride I think is okay. I think it's another average one. I don't think it's that crazy. You can cross ride in DD2. Poggies. You can cross ride in DD2. Big poggies. Mega pogs. I think they're fine. I don't think they were anything that crazy. I think it let them, like, as like the developers of Vanguard, experiment with like new guys, because, you know, like back in the day it was like, here's your main Vanguard and here's all your cards, and then they're like, okay, well now what, you know, let's make another guy, but now this guy rides on the first guy, you know. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Crossride is kind of similar to Varga and like Raziel and Levy and kind of all of those kind of things. It's similar. It's not the same, but it's similar. I think they're average. I'm not the craziest. I don't think they're that crazy. I don't think they're that exciting, I guess. I think it's cool, like, when your Vanguard, like, levels up from one to the other. You just pre-ordered your Skyride volumes to get your playset of Scarlet Flames. Hey, let's go. That card's nutso. That card is so good. Even as a generic, that card's so freaking good. A lot of people are like, it's like mid, but it's a fun mid, okay? Let us play our shitty order package. Frame 1, order from 50cards.shop, code orange, save yourself some money. But in real talk, those I think they're good. I think that the fact that you get to, it's basically high five, but for like Overlord. Like it's high five for Dragon Empire. Like dead ass. Like that's all I'm gonna say. I want to read it again. Sorry, I'm getting slightly distracted. I want to read it. So good. Like, they're so good. Oh, these are, oh my god, these are so adorable. Hold up, these are so cute. Sorry. Anyway, was it where did it announce that? Perfect Vanguard, I think. I don't remember where they announced it. I didn't really like. Oh yeah. Here it is. Lit. Hey yo, here it is. Here's the boy. Scarlet Flammy. It's Flam G. But that I can't play for BSS. It is a trilogy. You have to wait. I mean, well, most of these have been like kind of like a waiting thing. It also came out later. So you have to draw a card, choose a card from hand, reveal it, called reveal card. If it's a great equal, rest on your Vanguard, discard it. If not, choose one of your opponent's front reveal card to retire. And if you did not retire a card, you get plus 5k power. Woo! So basically what's cool about this is you just get to draw a call, literally like high five. The downside is you don't have to bind anything, and then you can also retire something instead. And then also the override effect is like disgusting. Like this part's nasty. But I don't know, I think this card is so cool. Like, I genuinely, like, I'm gonna become a Gandiva main again. I'll be a Gandiva player. I also want to play the card, but I don't know if I'll play Overlord though. I don't have any other stuff. Anyway, Cadbro Crossride was pretty good. If I recall correctly, I wasn't playing at the time, but they had to restrict the end because people were still playing Crossrides during Limit Break format. Oh my god. That's wild. I mean, the end's kind of broken. Draw 2 restand is pretty nice. So you know, it's just, it's just how it is. It's just how it is. Yeah, this drop effect's disgusting. We have to be like an Overlord. You have to be on Overlord to play this. I feel like this deck is like unironically as good as the Vergilla deck. I don't know which one's better. So yeah. So, but still good. But still, it's really good. It's a generic, or yeah, it is generic. Yeah, you can play this in anything. It's great. It's so fire. So that's what my favorite part about it. I could play Gandiva. There is a Gandiva deck out there that was playing the order package. So they were playing the grade 2. So there is a order package that nobody talks about because nobody likes it. It's part of this. It's the grade 2 Stagger clone with this card. So this one says you can so choose my points from reveal cards retire at the end of turn, discard a card, choose 0 spite from your drop and put it to hand. It's nothing crazy, but basically there's like the Stagger clone of like, it's like the same thing where you play an order and then you so check the 5, and then on top of that, again, like this is such a good card. Yeah, Latifah. That's exactly what I'm talking about. But there's another order that, so I was running this in Tree. That's the only reason I even know about these cards is because of fucking Tree. But There's this like really good grade 3 order that nobody knows this card exists. No, I'm not talking about this one. I know people know about this one. It's the Gandiva order. Let me see if I can find this thing's disgusting. It says Carablast 1, choose the column, retire all your points rearguard in that column. So it doesn't actually like, this card doesn't target. So you just clear a column for free. Like if you play this with the Cyclers, you basically have like double column clear. If you wanted to do that, you can. Like you play the Soul by Cycler, clear one column, you Counterblast, clear the other column, and then you stagger on top of that, check top 5, call whatever. Like it's such a good combo. It's so good. I was playing this in Tree because I just wanted more removal. Because I was playing the order package in Tree because why not? Exactly, it bypasses resist. Like I know it's a counterblast. I know Dragon Empire has like issues with countercharging, but like this card's so like this card on its own is so good. It just says counterblast, blow up a column. Great. And it's not restricted to anything. Hi Vanya, welcome back. Hello. Hi. But yeah, it's not restricted to anything. It's just restricted to being a grade 3 and not having shield. Anyway, long story short, order package and Dragon Empire. There's some fun stuff in here. There's some fun stuff in here, but nobody talks about it. A serious fight is kind of weak though. This one's only good if you know you're in a meta where people always have front row rears. Kat wants to be in the video. She does this all the time. She does it on both my chairs because I work like right back there. I have like a little setup back there, and she'll do this exact same thing. It's so funny. She's so cute. I love her. She's such a cute little cat. Anyway, long story short. Enough about me talking about Dragon Empire order packages. It's like I like orders or something. I don't know. I'm crazy. Anyway, Persona Blast. So Persona Blast is when you take a copy of the card in your hand that's the same card as a copy of your Vanguard and you discard it to then do its effect. These felt okay as well. I don't know. I feel like a lot of these effects, a lot of these like abilities are kind of like baked into Vanguard at this point. I don't know. Is that a good way to put it? This also feels average, but I did hear this was like broken for some people, and some people also got tired of it because it was like this guy in particular that was just you were basically using this over and over again. I remember in Zero, this guy was still alive for like multiple sets afterwards. People were still playing this. You just saw the Tamayura Blitz Order. It is so strong. Tamayura Blitz Order. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Sorry, now I'm getting distracted again. I know what you're talking about. It's been a second since I've looked at it, but I remember. And she's about to. Oh, she's switching sides. Oh, she's so stupid. I love it. Anyway, I think you're talking about. Oh, wait a second. It's this one. Oh, is this the one that the Shiryuki one? Is this one you're referring to? The old one, right? Because there's another order that came out with, but it's not a Blitz order. It's like something else. Heck, Nirvana, I guess. Choose one of your units with their. Oh, I remember when all of the golden orders were like a thing, and then they kind of stayed away. It's kind of like the devs though. So people are going to send out 13k body. What are you going to do with the other copies of the end at the end? Yeah, exactly. That's why they added the mechanic. I feel like that's why. Yeah, this card's nuts. So, this minus 10k goes so hard. I just wish it was like more played, but it's not. I'm kind of happy it's not. I wasn't really a fan of Shiryuki. I thought that shit was kind of annoying. Minusing 10k is so brutal. But I think Persona Blast is kind of average as well. Like I said, I'm not a nostalgia baiter, so I'm just going off of like how I know Vanguard works, and these felt like very okay. It's basically just Persona, but you know, less effects, less cool stuff. So it makes sense. Limit Break. Now, Limit Break is when you would do specific things on basically 4 damage and on. In some cases, I think even 5 damage was a thing. So basically, a higher damage would do higher things, and it was very play aroundable, which I thought was cool. So I'm actually gonna put this up here. I think Limit Break is kind of cool. I know eventually they came out with like cards that were like, oh, like you can set your Limit Break to Limit Break 3 instead. And I thought that was kind of like not as cool. But anyway, long story short, I think these were cool. I still like them to this day. Actually, there's a Chrono deck in Koro Koro who literally works off of that. It's called Version Up, and like it's the same thing. It's either if you Persona Ride or if you're at 4 damage or higher that the ability activates. So what's really cool is if you heal or anything like that, you go back down to 3 and now your effects are offline again. So I think that concept's really cool because it makes it so that you can't just like full blast on a turn because you know that you can heal back down. Also Duke, like Spectral Duke also had a little bit of that, like in V even, where like if you're at 5 damage, you get all these like cool things, but then the minute you go to 4, you lose access to like the reverse Duke and all that stuff. So there's definitely some cool stuff I think with damage manipulation. People are denying, so they print self-damagers cards, and then in G they printed cards that say your Limit Break scale cost 1 less damage. Yeah, I saw it in 0, so I'm assuming it was like a similar flow. But yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, I think damage denial was like a really, I think damage denying in Vanguard is a really cool concept. I feel like it's not appreciated enough. I think damage denial on its own, like, it's just the fact that people came up with the idea and like we're using it. I thought that shit was cool. It's sad to me that it's not like that anymore. Like, I feel like damage denial doesn't matter as much as it did when I first started Vanguard. Even in V, aside from like Excel 2 being broken after like Hyuga meta, like post Hyuga meta, I still feel like CB like mattered a lot. And in Premium especially, you give your opponent like 1 damage and like you're kind of like, you're holding your cards for your dear life, you know? Like, people would play around that, like even giving 1 damage and stuff like that. So I thought it was cool. So I'm kind of sad we don't really have that. So what the hell is Ultimate Break? This one I have to look up. Is that the one with the 5 damage? Is that the Ultimate Break card by Vanguard? I'm assuming it's the 5 damage one. Okay, it is the 5 damage one. Okay. Limit Break is 5. Limit Break 5. Okay, cool. So we're all on the same page. Okay, so I'm not crazy. Same as the Limit Break 4 one, just, you know, higher stuff. Now, granted, I will say we haven't really had an Ultimate Break card in the game in probably a long time. I think the last one was Dupe. I think Dupe was literally the last card that played around. It's either Dupe or it's Revengers. It's one of the two. So it says, let me see if it's Dupe. If you have 5 or more cards in your damage zone right here. So Dupe was the last card, I believe, that was printed that cared about being specifically at 5 damage. And this came out like 2-3 years ago. And then before then, it's been a while since we've had like a Ultimate Break type of card, right? So this was a little hard. OG Glandios won the game on Limit Break 5. That makes sense. Yeah, I heard Glandios was kind of busted back then, so that makes sense. I'm trying to think of like if it's been recently played around with, and the answer is no. Like I said, Chrono had the Limit Break 4, but not Limit Break 5. So I'm gonna put it up here. I think it's not experimentable enough. It seems like something that really wasn't used that often from the sound of it, because like obviously, you know, D doesn't have it, right? D doesn't even have Ultimate Break, so. Well, I think it's cool. Like I said, I think anything with like high damage stakes type of stuff is cool. I believe V Glandios was similar to OG. V Glandios was significantly weaker, but we can take a look at him. I think he's like a meme. He's like basically a meme. He cares about lock. But oh no, he does check for damage. So if you have 5 or more cards in your damage zone and your opponent has 5 lock cards, okay, so you need both to be active. So you need both the 5 damage and the 5. I remember the 5 lock. I can remember about the power, about the damage zone. Okay, so at least they did experiment with a little bit with these like reverse cards, I guess, that kind of experimented more with the concept of 5 damage. So I've never seen someone win with Glandios on this specific condition. I've yet to see it happen. I haven't seen it yet. Not on V anyway. The OG maybe, but not on V. All right, so I'm gonna put it up here. I think it's cool. I think there should be more stuff like this. I think the general idea of being a 5 is cool. And you did it against your friend? That's crazy. Your poor friend. Break Ride. Is Break Ride... I get these confused. Like Break Ride, Cross Ride, and whatever the other one was. I think Break Ride and Cross Ride ones I get confused a lot. Break Ride. Is that when you get the additional 10k when ridden upon under Limit Break? Is that what it is? It's like, yeah, I think someone's talking about it. Yeah. I vaguely remember it because Pacifica has it. Pacifica has it. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Because I know it from Night Mist. I think it's Night Mist. Because I would ride that sucker back in the day. Yeah, Night Mist had the Limit Break 4 when a Granblue rides this unit. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, and I think Vert was another one. It was Vert, Pacifica, and something else like that. Something in that level. It's like early Persona random way, but only for Vanguard. Yeah, only Vanguard gets it. So Break Ride. Now, Break Ride was kind of broken from what I saw in 0. Because you kind of just do the thing and you just tell your opponent, like, hey, I have all these extra abilities for a turn. But it's only for that turn. You have to ride it again, right, to get the second one. Daikaiser! Oh, yeah, true. Okay, Miss Sunny. Yeah, Daikaiser did have it, huh? Daikaiser did have it. I forgot about Daikaiser. Poor guy. Poor guy. Forgotten. Even though we're about to get, I believe, a new Daikaiser in, like soon. Break Ride is kind of biased because I started playing it this time. Okay. Legion. Oh no, this one's the Legion one. Uh-oh. Legion. Break 4, Counter +2, when this unit attacks, if this ability cannot be used. Oh, that's right. Dude, this one has so much. If you have a card named Robo and your soul, this gets so much 2K. This one has like multiple abilities on him. Dauntless Drive with the end was the reason the end got restricted. Yeah, no, I can imagine. I can imagine. All right, well let's put I think I didn't really like Break Ride personally. I'm gonna put in the average slot as well. Yeah. So is this cross? I guess we'll look at it in a second. I thought it was okay. I think some people might agree or disagree. Like I said, I was a big fan. I could put in the average thing just because I think it was an okay mechanic. Like, I don't know. Now Cross Break Ride. These are so confusing. What the fuck is Cross Break Ride? Break Ride was fun for its time. Break 4 with you. So it's Cross Break Ride if you have Limit Break on the card and you have a guy in soul. It's Cross Ride Break Ride combined. Oh my god. Oh my god. Y'all are killing me, Mr. Krabs. You're killing me. Oh my god. What is it? Cross Break Ride? Give me a unit. Is it Daikaiser? Is it Daikaiser that has Cross Break Ride? I wanna read this shit. Okay, let's see. Counterblast 1. So Limit Break 4, when a unit rides on top of this guy and pay the cost if you do choose a Vanguard plus I get a crit. When this unit reveals a grade 3 Dimension Police. I see. It also has Lord and also has when this unit is boosted. Okay. Lord have mercy. Fair enough, fair enough. You know what? Dragonic Overlord. Dragonic Overlord. Gayusha's a good choice. I'll go with Gayusha because it'll be a lot easier to find. I know Gayusha. We need the... Wait. Ayusha is a Cross Break Ride? Huh? This is a 0. Does this count as a Cross Break Ride? Dragonic Overlord? Lord is so relevant, it's not even in the tier list. Yeah, I was kind of surprised they didn't put Lord on there. I was thinking the same thing. Lord has relevance into Nupatama, unironically. Okay, so what's that? Dragonic Overlord Break Ride, Dragonic Overlord the Rebirth. Which one's the Rebirth? Holy crap. Rebirth. There's so many of them. OG Vowing Saber riding into OG Vowing Saber. That's right. I think I saw you're better off looking for Vowing Saber. You know, you're right. Vowing Saber. I know Narukami definitely really likes these. So yeah, because we have the reverse that did it. The reverse was definitely, I guess reverse would definitely be the best example, huh? Wrong reverse. It's this one, right? Limit Break 4, Camp Blast 2, choose 2 of your rear guards with Eradicator's card, they lock them, your opponent chooses 2 of their rear guards, and then it also has, if you have a Vowing... Okay, yeah, there we go. Alright, we're good, we're good. Holy crap, that was a lot. This seems like the same thing as the other, as Break Ride, honestly, with just extra love. It's just Break Ride with extra love. That's all I'm reading. Just extra little Angelica and Minerva, that's right, that is one as well, huh? We have Locke on here. Locke's a weird one. So I wasn't around during the time where Locke was like insane. I obviously joined Locke back when it got like when it was less insane, I guess. I think Locke is very bearable. I don't think it's fun. I don't think it sucks either. I think probably for the OG people, it would probably suck. I do think it's definitely a mechanic that you need to understand Vanguard to play around Locke. And I think that concept is cool. I'm gonna put it up here. I'm gonna put it as fun. I think people really underestimate the ability to play around Locke. Now, at least current Locke. I'm not talking about Locke from Glendio's era from like 2015 or whatever. I'm talking about like present Locke and then like also Locke from like V era and on, and like premium Locke, like current Locke and premium. I would say it's one of those decks that if you know how to play around it, it feels way more tolerable. But it's an auto lose. But I will say it does suck. It's something Cardfighter just brought up, is the fact that some decks auto lose to it, and that is true. That is true, and I think gatekeeping isn't the healthiest thing on the planet. So I'm kind of like, I think it's cool, but I also play decks that don't care about Locke. But I'm also the kind of person where I'm always gonna play a deck that's not gonna care about weird gimmicks. I'm not gonna be on a deck that cares about gimmicks. I'm gonna give you guys a perfect example. Current Magnolia is a pretty cool deck. You get to intercept all this crazy stuff, but guess what? You face into a matchup that like goes around your gimmick and you just lose, right? So I'm never gonna play Magnolia competitively knowing that, right? So that's how I feel about like the lock mechanic. Like I'm not gonna play a deck that's gonna just auto lose into lock. Like why would I do that, right? So at least that's just how I like to look at it. Magnolia is like the easiest thing to compare it to because Magnolia really, like half our effect is offline if you just play into a retire deck, you know? Whereas this probably has the same thing, like maybe half your deck's offline because you can't play around lock, you know? After playing Odrus, I think Vanguard needs control clans like Mega Colony and Link Joker. That's interesting. That's an interesting concept. That's actually a good topic to discuss. How much control do we need in Vanguard in the current state of D? Because yeah, we are kind of, so we have like Archazaria that just came out, right? Theoretically, she can lock anything on the board, and people are kind of a little stressed out about it. And then they found out that she's like pretty fair. Like she's literally like borderline like the most fair lyrical deck right now. Like it really isn't that bad to play around it. Well, now there are a couple decks, like a couple, and I literally meet a couple that literally can't play into her gimmick, right? And that's what sucks. But if you just don't play those couple of decks, you're fine, right? So it's like one of those things. I don't know. It's kind of weird. You lock once in Archazaria, right? So you lock only one guy per turn, and you can do it for as however many orders you have in your deck. So you have 4. If you play all 4 lock orders, then you can lock your opponent's rear guard once 4 times, once per turn, right? It's a hard once per turn, basically. Something that can slow down multi-attackers. I agree. I think it would be nice if there's a way to punish people for getting greedy. I feel like that's the one thing D is really lacking right now. It's greed factor. There is some punishment for greed, and it has to do with how you build your deck when it comes to shield. You can play a deck extremely aggressively and then accept that you have less shield and it can punish you, and you have to be aware of that being punishing you, right? It's the people that play one less differencing roar, people that don't play mouse in their builds, like the little great ones that help you, or the cats. It's a mouse in the lyrical one, it's a cat in the other ones, you know, stuff like that. Like you're not sacrificing deck space for like protection, right? Halloween Standard would be pretty nice, but I feel like when it comes to people dropping cards on the board, it's staying up there. I like lock. I think lock's cool. I just don't think it was very innovative in I don't know, development, whatever. But anyway, going back to D. So I think there's absolutely no greed for the most part in like dropping your cards and swinging, right? And I think that's a problem in my opinion. I think there should definitely be ways to deal with people just like throwing up their hand and going, all right guys, like I'm gonna try to kill you now, and I hope you don't check OT or double heal on me. You know, it's like one of those things. Lock was fun and frustrating at the same time. So I think playing around lock was cool. My personal opinion, I think playing around lock is cool. You can disagree with me, I understand. I did not play with or against lock during back in the day. I only played it during premium, like post V. So I just have like a completely different perspective on it. I think as a person playing into lock, like me playing a person who's on a lock deck, I think it's cool. I always like the concept of having to play around it. And I just think I feel really accomplished when I win the game facing lock, because I'm like, yeah, I played with less rear guards and I did it. Like, I don't know, it makes me feel really happy. I had a recent experience with them. I was playing Crest and I beat someone. And I was so happy about it. I was like, yeah, I really, because I went to like deck out and I had to like really think through how to like kill, and it just felt cool. I think playing around lock is fun too. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, we're gonna go off talk. I saw who main like Sugar back in the day. It was fun both ways. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. I personally never played lock. I played Archazaria, I guess, if you can count that as lock. I really don't count that, and I really don't like that deck too much. If I was gonna play lock, I'd rather actually play like Gladios or something if I had to pick a lock deck. Anyway. Moving on from lock, because I know this is always like a big topic for people. So moving on from control. But anyway, long story short, I think adding control to D wouldn't be a bad thing. They just have to like manage how to get that control, because I will say Vanguard control can either be really annoying or really underwhelming. It's like there's a hard line to get to that middle ground of like it's fair and balanced, because like Ghidorah is like too much, but no Ghidorah is a problem. You know what I mean? Like there's like, it's hard finding that in between. Like you don't want to, like cutting Ghidorah, you know, brings issues, right? But having Ghidorah also brings issues. It's like if lock is too good, it's a problem. If lock is not good at all, it does nothing. So I wish there was kind of like a good in between. I think the issue of control decks is that they don't have a win con, and a lot of faster decks in Vanguard are just basically faster. They usually can do more than what a control deck can do, and I think that's, I guess, where that line gets like kind of weird. You know, it just doesn't. doesn't stabilize very well. But I don't know. I think it's because Vanguard is so different from like other card games when it comes to control decks. Like when I play Shadowverse and I play a control deck, I understand what control is. I'm just sitting there and I'm just not letting my opponent like do anything, and it feels kind of cool. But they can still recover from it. And like Vanguard, it's like weird. Like I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know. I don't get it. It's just different. Anyway, but cool subject to talk about. Quintet Wall. Now this one is a really weird mechanic. I'm gonna put it on why does it exist, because like it's kind of bad. Like if you don't know what Quintet Wall is like when you perfect guard and you like call the top 5 cards from your deck and like you guard with them or whatever. It's not really that great. I remember reading and going, why? Like see if you want to call a top 5 from top to guard. Yeah, it's just I think if this was more careful about how you call your top 5, like maybe if it wasn't, isn't it all 5? Don't you have to call like all 5 to the board too? Like you have to mandatorily or call from the 5. Don't like you have to discard the lesser one. Like they don't go back to deck, right? What's that wall? Card fight. Vanguard. So I have a broken keyboard. It helps with Legion, but it's random. It takes up. Yeah, that's the thing. Isn't it just like random as hell? When it's used place, you may pay the cost if you do call 5 cards. Okay, so you have to call 5 cards on top of your deck to the card cycle. Mandatorily, you have to do, and then they get discarded. So I think the way this was distributed was pretty bad. So like nothing reads good about this. It's a CB, and then like I guess if you're trying to deck yourself out, it's good. Like if you're trying to lead for deck out, I think that's the only time where these could be useful. Otherwise, they feel terrible. Like I remember reading one, I'm going, like. If you could choose 2 from the top 5 and maybe send back the other 3, it'd be kind of cool. Or maybe choose 1 from the top 5 and send back the other one, would be cool. But the fact that all 5 have to go, like, oh, there goes my 4 triggers and my Persona ride. You know, it's like one of those things. It feels kind of bad. Legion. I know people really, really like Legion. I'm gonna put Legion in the fun section. Not S tier, just the fun. I know someone in here wants it as S tier. I understand. I know why people like Legion. I didn't really grow up with it, I'll be honest. I know a lot of people really like it. I did try it, and it felt like it slowed down Vanguard a little bit, and I wasn't a fan of that because people were just constantly sending back triggers back and forth, so you're healing back and forth, you're checking crits and draws back and forth, and I feel like it like increased the problem that I personally have with Vanguard, and that is too many triggers are being checked. You go from a 16 trigger deck to like a 24 trigger deck, and I don't really like that personally. I'm not a big fan of that kind of concept. I think if it was maybe utilized a little bit differently, I'd like it more, but I don't think they're bad. Oops, sorry. I had quit during this era, but I can imagine the game's taking forever. Yeah, that's my personal problem with them. I think it's just a little too long. Because I remember I stopped playing Vanguard Zero Legion because of this. Like, the games just went too long. Wish they explored Legion more before moving to Stride. I agree with that. I also agree. I wish there was a little bit more time on Legion to try out stuff. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of like 2 cards on my circle. I have like this issue with Bob too. I don't really like that there's like 3 cards on my circle. Like I think it's clunky. So aesthetically, I don't think it's pleasing is what I'm getting at. Like even like in Vanguard Zero, you will take that big ass square and like move it sideways, and it would kind of ruin the aesthetic of all the rest of the rear guards. Like you have like all these perfectly aligned rear guards, and you have this like big fat guy in the middle that's just like awkward looking, and there's like 2 arts on him. Now I will say I do think what's cool is the Legion with the counterpart with the art looking. It is like a sandwich. You're so right. It's like a sandwich. I did like the art stuff they did where they like made the Legions match each other's art stuff. That was cool. That was cool. Obviously it makes sense because it's the Legion mate and all that stuff. That's the point of it. For those of you guys that don't know what Legion is, it's when you have a guy and then you Legion with another guy and they become like one Vanguard. They like take each other's powers and stuff like that, and they get like extra effects, and you send back triggers for the cost. It's like really weird and specific, but that's Legion for those who don't know. Legion is God tier. I knew you were gonna wake up from the depths of your of wherever you're coming from, and you're gonna say that. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it. We want mechanic tier list. Yeah, welcome in, Dots. We're doing a mechanic tier list. I'm gonna give Legion the fun, good for the most part tier. I think it was a cool idea. I didn't grow up with it though. I didn't start Vanguard with it, so you know, like I said, this is non-nostalgia bait here. Like nothing here. Really want Vergilla and Legion. Yes, they are together. Oh yeah, that would make sense with the Ezar. Yeah, I get, or the Ezir. I know what you're talking about. That would be kind of cool. I think Forerunners are cool. Yeah, I agree with you there. I think I think in current D, I think we could definitely be fine without Legion, my personal opinion, but maybe in the future they might bring him back as like one of those encounter type things. It can always come back. So Legion was the best time of the game, really? Was it the best time of the game? I wouldn't know. I didn't play back then, so I only played, like I said, I played Vanguard 0, and I did not like any Vanguard 0 because it made the games long. So that's my personal opinion. Forerunners were alright, but the problem was that some decks got way better ones than others. Yeah, so but I did notice that about Forerunners is that some decks definitely had better starters. For sure. For sure. Strides. Now, I know people love Strides. I think... God, am I really not gonna put anything in S tier today? I'm gonna keep Strides, and I might move this. I am not sold on Strides. I know so many people are gonna be like, what do you mean? It's S tier. Yeah, I know. Here it comes. Yeah, I know. I understand. So is really where the deck building. See, you have to remember, like, current Stride and old Stride are like two different things, and the old Stride doesn't exist anymore. I'm comparing it to, like, I guess you guys have something else to really compare it to aside from D, and D Strides are kind of different. So the only thing I didn't like about Strides, and I know it's like a really weird reason to not like Strides, I don't like discarding that much, and I hate the fact that sometimes you just can't Stride. I don't like that. I wish there was a better way to be able to Stride, even if you don't have the cards to Stride. I think it's the only thing I didn't really like about Striding. I will say I prefer premium current Striding than what D Striding does, if I had to pick one or the other. I also like riding the same guy and like getting extra powers, all this stuff. I kind of like the aspect of that too. Stride give you the option to change your game style, depends on your opponent. That is also true. So that is true. Striding does let you kind of change it up. So that is true, that you can kind of choose what you want to play into. I guess because I came into Vanguard during a time where like you really did just pick the two strongest Strides, and you're usually striding to them, and on a very rare occasion you're striding to something else. And maybe that's why I'm not as big into it. And then D Stride only has like 2 Strides right now, so you know, your options are kind of limited. You know, technically 3 now with Jet and Messiah. So, but yeah, I came because like when I joined Vanguard, I came in the world where what was printed? Obadiah, like the great Obi was printed. Basically I came during that era where like basically you always have like your first good Stride, then you have your second killer Stride, but you very rarely would go into like any other Stride. Actually, a lot of Strides are like basically dead or unusable or unplayable, right? Like I can't think of all of them on the top of my head, but same with Pale Moon. You have like your really strong Mega Trick Stride, the one that lets you rewrite into another one, and then you just instantly dust the turn after. Like you wouldn't even think about it, you just go, okay, time to dust, or you'd ride the same one again, you know. Or right now in current Grand Blue, you go Obadiah into Bad Bounty, or sometimes you just go straight into Bad Bounty, or you go Bad Bounty into the Guard Restrict one. Like, I feel like there's less interest, or less interesting stuff you can do, but I can see G era Striding being more fun since you guys had like, I guess they weren't as power crept at the time. Stride did kill plenty of unsupported decks. That's fair. I kind of want to put it up here. I feel like this is more like a community yes more than a me yes, so I'll put it up here just because I think the community would agree that Striding overall is a good mechanic and a fun mechanic. I think me personally, I'd probably keep it here, but I'll put it up here just because I think a lot of people really like Striding. So I'll put it up there. I'll put it up there for y'all. I can understand. I think there was definitely a time where Striding was probably at its peak, especially when you had all different options and you could kind of, you know, pick and choose what you want, all that kind of fun stuff. Often G-Zones were more expensive than the main deck. I heard about that. See, I tried playing it in Zero, but it was also expensive in Zero. It was actually really stupidly expensive. Is my cat still here? She's not. Okay, I can wander around more freely. So yeah, so I'll put it up here. We'll keep it up here. Let's see, what else do we have? We have Generation Break. So Generation Break is a GB. I think GB is cool. I'm gonna play it up here. I like GB personally. I don't like the current D GB, but I do like the concept of GB. I also think Zazan really broke it there for a second. I do think the having cards locked to a certain mechanic was cool. Like certain cards just can't do stuff until you actually are able to Stride. So your opponent, like when you're going back and forth with someone, you can kind of play around a little bit more. You can kind of like even not ride up purposely. But D left a lot of bad taste. Yeah, I think D ruined GB. Like 100%. I think D ruined GB, but I think the concept of GB is fine. I think it's cool. I think it's definitely, like I said, just there could be like a card that says, okay, you can only do something on a certain GB level, and yeah, have fun, figure it out. Like GB8 as a mechanic is kind of cool. I will say it's a little broken sometimes. Like if the opponent can like loop on GB8, it's kind of like, you know, kind of like Hellheart 8 and all that kind of fun stuff. But I think it makes sense though. If your opponent flipped like 8 times, they probably should have the right to loop you at that point, right? So, but I do like the fact that you can have like Omega breaking things at like higher GB, and then your opponent has to like wait that long to get there. Wish you had more options as first strat on D. True. The concept of GB is great. The thing about GB is that in a certain point in time, you had cards like Odysseus and 7 Seas Rush that killed your opponent before they got to GB. Yeah, but I think that's fair. I think that's you would expect that. I see that's the thing. Like you expect people to do that kind of stuff. They're like, oh well, if you don't get to GB, then I just win the game. So I'm just gonna kill you before then. Like I mean, people even do that nowadays, where they're like, oh, there's a certain broken thing you do at XYZ interval. Cool, I'll just kill you before then. Like I don't want you doing that. I don't want you playing the game. So I think that's normal. I think the issue with 7 Seas was just so fast and so aggressive that's why they had to, like, you know, that's why that happened. And then, you know, obviously it got fixed. Yeah, like I think there's some I think GB's cool. I think GB's cool. So sorry, my sinuses like went like crazy for a second. G-Assist. Now, G-Assist is kind of interesting because G-Assist didn't used to exist for y'all. Those of you guys that have been playing way longer than I have. I think G-Assist is great. I think it should have been a thing from the very beginning. I'm sorry for all the souls that had to not have G-Assist in their life, and the fact they had to sit there and be stuck on a grade for infinite amount of turns, and you just have to suffer and never see your grade 3 ride. That sounds like hell. That sounds like absolute hell. I don't think G-Assisting is fun, but I'd rather G-Assist than not play at all. And that's what it sounds like it used to be like. So G-Assisting, for those of you guys don't know, it means if you can't ride up, you discard 2 cards from your hand, and you like basically will check top 5 and you ride whatever you find in your top 5. Now the downside to G-Assisting is if you whiff your top 5, oh boy, your life super sucks. You're stuck on the grade and oh man. I was playing the OG 3DS game in Limit Break era and the other day, and being grade stuck sucks. Yeah, it's ass. I played 0 version of that and it's kind of garbage. It is very garbage. Yeah, I think G-Assisting is very useful. Now, I also see why they, you know, made G-Assisting balancing. Because some people, you don't want people to force G-Assist either, right? That's not a good idea either, right? Because then you get to ride like what you want to ride. So I see why they kind of kept it the way they did. I do wish it was like a top 7 over a top 5, personally. I wish it was more like that. Because on the amount of games I've had where with G-Assist, I'm just sitting here like, guess I just lose the game. GG's. So yeah, G-Assist is cool. I definitely think it was a very needed mechanic. Doesn't even exist in D. For the D stands out there. It's definitely a strictly V and premium type of thing. And thank God. Top 7, yeah, I think it definitely should have been top 7. You have to discard 2 cards for that. Like if you whiff, like what are you doing with your life? You know what I mean? They probably want to keep it balanced because they don't want people like only playing like 2 grade 2s or whatever, you know, just so they can G-Assist to get the grade 2. Which by the way, I used to know a guy who used to do that. Oh yeah, it's remove 2 cards. Sorry, it's not discard. It's remove 2 cards from the game. Make it top 10, I still whiff. That's my luck. Oh no. Oh no, Fuzzy. I think top 7 was would have been nice, but I understand. There was a Dimension Police deck that sorry, my cat has come to meow at me again. He's back. There was a Dimension Police deck that would only play like 2 grade 2s, and they would just G-Assist for the last one. Like it was so nuts. I can't even imagine with the top 7 how that would be. I'd be like, I've returned. Yeah, she keeps coming back. Hello. What you want? What are you doing? Please don't lick my armpit. I know you have like a weird obsession for armpits, but can you please not lick them? Alright. I'm gonna go back now. She's such a little dummy. I love her so much. I swear I mean that in the nicest way. She's a happy dummy. She's my happy dummy. Alright, let's go back. I'm into stream and all I see is cat being pet. Yeah, she keeps, dude, she just keeps. You see this? That's love. Just trying to lick my armpit a second ago. I don't think we want to talk about that. Alright, little Sylvian horn floof. Okay. Alright, I'll bring back the big cam. Come on. Look at the camera. Yeah. Hello. Sorry, I'm being distracted by the little cat. Look at this. She's so silly. Little silly bean. Oh, she definitely wants pets. I see you. Sorry, y'all. We'll get back to the stream eventually. We're in a short intermission with Cat. I think Cat wants to weigh on the subject with Floof. Yeah, the Floof is back. Oh, she's attacking Maya. Do you have something to say about this? Do you have something to say about Stride decks and GB? You weren't even alive before half these mechanics were alive. We appreciate the Floof intermission. I'm just gonna let her wander around for a little bit. Ask the guy if she likes G-Assist. Hey, do you like G-Assist, Spanya? Spanya, no? No, she moved her butt away. I don't think she likes G-Assist. Oh, no, she's back. Oh, and she's gone. She's wandering around again. Alright, fam. She's going back on top of my chair. Aww. Oh, silly bean. I guess Cat doesn't like Giant either. Yeah, it's going back down. Sorry, y'all. I know, and sorry, Stride's going back down. Cat said nah. Alright, let's see what's next. We have Generation Guard. Ah, Heal Guardians. Basically, is what I like to call them. Heal Guardians, I definitely think were a G-Guard, my actual GOAT mechanic. Yeah, I think G-Guards are pretty good. I think they overall added a really cool idea to Vanguard. I don't think anyone will disagree with us. I think we're all on the same page. I think we could all agree that G-Guards are just S tier. I know some people want to bring them to D, and I'm kind of weird about that one. I actually kind of like them being like their own thing in like Premium. I like them being separate from Premium specifically. Like I like that Premium just has it and D just doesn't. Yeah, they're pretty fun. To be honest, I think G-Guard was the fun part of Stride era. Yeah, I think so too. I think it was this that was more fun than this. I'll be honest with you. Denial Griffin. Denial Griffin is a broken ass card. I'm not gonna lie. That it's not as broken nowadays, but it used to be so broken. Like when I was playing Premium, like when I first started, I was like, oh my god, Denial Griffin is so annoying. He's such a dumbass card. It's card's so good. No, Denial Griffin, yeah. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna put Stride back over here. You guys can suffer. It's going back down here. I think this is better. I think this is so much better than this. I'll be honest. I'm gonna put it like that. God, I can't wait for people to get mad. I'm gonna post this on Twitter, and it's just gonna be like, "What do you mean Strides in A tier? What do you mean?" I mean, but splitters are better. D would have their own G guards. Yeah, it's true. I mean, A is good too. A is good. You know. A is also good. Think about it. It's still a passing grade. It's just, you know, S tier is like above average, right? And A is just really good. Oh boy, they'd hate when I put Stride in my list. Well, something upstairs got knocked down. G-Guards are better than Strides, let's be real. I mean, I think they are. I personally think they are. I think they're a really cool mechanic. Lock and Stride on the same level. Are you okay? No, I'm not okay. I'm never okay. I'm never. It's never gonna be okay. Have you met me? Do you know who you're talking to? Do you understand who this is? This face right here? I am never okay. There's never anything okay with me. That is kind of funny. Well, to be fair, Lock is down here if you think about it, and Striding's up here. You know, they're on two different ends of the same stick. What if the big brain is that Lock and Stride, you have to play around them, you know? So they're both like the same level of fun? I'm trying. I'm trying. All right, let's see what else we got. We got Ultimate Stride. I think Ultimate Stride's cool. I actually like it more than regular Striding, I'll be honest with you guys. I think it's up here. Maybe even up here. I think Ultimate Stride's sick as hell. Like I feel like you have to like destroy your whole G zone if you don't win in the spot. Like that's so cool. Such a dumb mechanic, but she didn't even know how to properly balance it. No, they definitely did not know what to do with it from the sound of it anyway. They definitely know what to do with it nowadays. They're very, very careful nowadays. Ultimate Strides. For one per case though. Oh, okay. So maybe on a wallet level, Ultimate Strides sucked. I think the concept of Ultimate Strides is cool though. I think it's like kind of like an end all be all situation, and I always think it's cool that when the opponent like officially, you know, strides this Azeroth, and you kind of like on the other side going, oh my god, you know, I think it's cool because you know that they're about to have like an insanely powerful turn, right? Like, you know it's about to be insane. But they were so powerful back in the day that anyone who competed without one got destroyed. I mean, that's valid. It is a GB3 that was, you know, very, very cool. Cool idea, horrible execution. That's fair. That's fair. I can see that. I personally, I like them. I think they're cool. Maybe it could have been executed better. You could run those no G-zone and counter grade 1 in standard after ultimate stride. You could run no G-zone and counter grade 1 in standard after ultimate stride. What G-zone and counter grade 1 in standard? What am I missing? Just 3 were great and 3 were garbage. Yeah, Dust is kind of broken. Dust is so good. Ultimate is so good. Ultimate's such a sick name though. It's such a sick name. And then whatchamacallit, Megiddo is so cool. Posture check? Oh, thank you. Well, posture. Thank you, Griffin, for the posture check. But I don't know, I think they're cool. I would be honest with you guys, I like dusting people. I think it's fun. I just go, dust! And then, oh, your G-guard's offline! Oh yeah, Glory Maker requires no G-zone to work. Ah, I see. Glory Maker, that's right. That is how that works, huh? Glory Maker. Glory. What is this opponent call? This one's you're talking about the OG one, aren't you? Maybe you're not. I take it back. This is the one with the boost. Stark, Ultima, Dust just kind of spelled your end, especially Dust. Yeah, Dust is kind of broken. Dust is a good card. This is so good. Oh, this is one your opponent can only call grade 0 from his or her hand. There's also this one too. Megiddo was alright. I think Megiddo and Grand Blue in later times was really good. I think early Megiddo, I'm guessing, was probably really bad because you guys didn't have good targets back then to call. Like under any like Great Nature obviously probably didn't want to play because it played Zoa instead. And then yeah, Drachma I heard was insane like on early on, and then like over time it like kind of decayed, like kind of like that. I definitely, from my perspective, Dust is just reads broken, and I think Ultima is like pretty up there on his sanity, especially after like Excel got introduced. I think Ultima definitely became the strongest for a little bit, and it kind of like died down. I think it's been up and down, which is also kind of cool to think about. There's been some that are like nuts at some point and not so good now. Like Zoa used to be like really insane during a certain period, and it just kind of randomly fell off too. Like it's kind of, anyway, that's cool. If you summoned a whale off of Megiddo, you got a senior discount. Oh yeah. I do know which one you're talking about. It's the guy that gets all the power, right? Yeah. Is it? I can't remember. Is it this one or this one? I think it's this one. And when this unit attacks a Vanguard, if this unit is hollowed, it gets plus 1k power for every 2 cards near drop zone until end of turn. If the number of cards near drop zone is 5 or less, it gets -3. Oh my god. If you just don't have a mill, he just gets nothing. That's crazy. That's crazy. But I had the hollow effect on it. It's so funny. Oh my god, Dust being Jules Papa? Yeah, Dust is Jules Papa. 12k base though. It is a 12k base. I guess that's why you'll lose power if you didn't have the right drop zone. Alright, let's see. Imaginary gifts. Oh my. The controversial imaginary gifts. The thing that ruined Vanguard to some folks. Damn, this is like almost as bad as Lock. That's I want Magnus is inspiring to be. That's fair. F tier? Oh no. Need to drink my tea for this one. Put them all? Well, I mean, this is just a Magic Gift 1 too. It doesn't specifically indicate which one. I like imaginary gifts, but I can't tell if it's because of the fact that it's the format I started on. Because even to this day, I don't hate them, and we're way past that point. A 2 and then F now. Why does this exist? That's crazy. I think they were fun. I just think they weren't. It's kind of like the execution thing. It's kind of like the execution thing. I just don't think they were executed well enough. I miss having imaginary gifts. Damn, this is tough. I don't know where to put this because I don't hate them. I hate what they became over time, but I don't hate them. I think Excel was a problem. I don't think Protect and Force were that bad, to be honest. The thing I hate about gifts is that they were supposed to create a power triangle, but Protect was busted from frame 1, and Excel that should counter Protect sucked until Excel 2. Put them away. I was gonna say, I was gonna say Protect. Protect became the worst one. This is tough. I'm the minority here. This is tough. I do miss them. I liked having them in my circles. I like getting something when I ride to 3. I just like the idea of just getting something. Like it feels like a little present, you know? It's like I get a little gift. I get it. How about this? You think to yourself how they managed to power creep strides, and they did power creep strides because of this. I'm gonna say this. I think Imaginary Gift 1 was okay. I think Imaginary Gift 2 was definitely a why does this exist? How about that? How about that? Because I think Imaginary Gift 2 is really where the problem started. And I don't think Imaginary Gift was that bad personally, but in the reason why it's got power cut is because you could ride to 3 and instantly get a gift. And obviously striding takes an extra turn theoretically, right? So I think that's why probably they got like in a sense power crept. But I mean, people play them in their premium decks, and then you would ride, get your gift, and it instantly stride. So you know you would still get something out of it. So I don't think they're that bad. I do think Gift 2 specifically Excel 2. I do think that was not well executed. I think it could have been better executed. I also think Protect 2 was also a terrible gift. I think does like almost nothing. There's like 1 in 100 games maybe where you would actually properly use it, and it would be during very specific matchups. Only very specific matchups you would ever go Protect 2, right? So, and very specific decks. Yeah, Excel 2 definitely felt not play tested. I think Excel 2, I think Imaginary Gift 2, if it was properly executed, I think it would have been fine. I think Imaginary Gift 1 was really not that bad. You have like extra protects, 10k power, and an additional circle that doesn't draw you a card. I don't think they're that bad, but I can see why they could have been bad. Also, keep in mind, no one even goes Excel 1 because of Excel 2 existing. Same with Force. Force is a weird one. Aside from certain decks, like people preferred Force 2 for the most part. They definitely were. They definitely were. For a fact. For sure. You know, I think Magic Gift 1 was fine. Now, granted, I didn't play when V started. I played when Excel 2 came out. So keep in mind, I started the game right on Excel 2. So why you don't have nothing on, it's okay, but sucks. What do you mean, why do I have nothing on? Why you don't have nothing on, it's okay, but sucks. I'm sure there's a typo in there somewhere. I'm probably misreading your sentence there. I'll just keep going. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there on the why don't I have something here? I don't know. I haven't really hit anything for this one yet. Now I will say, now that we have a second perfect guard, I might put these here. And then put this one up here. I might do something like this. Draw PG. No, this is fun. I think we can still do it. Oh no, nothing here has really hit the spot yet. We haven't hit yet. Maybe we will. Maybe we will. I don't know. We haven't hit yet. So draw PGs. So I really like draw PGs personally. I'm gonna put it up here. I think they're great. And V series kept me from quitting Vanguard after G. That's fair. I don't know. Like I said, I liked V, and I started literally on the worst meta possible. I started literally right into Hyuga meta and Leo. What was it? Lukier? It was Lukier, Hyuga, and whatever the third best deck was. I don't. Oh, Shiryuki. No, that's also Hyuga. Yeah, it was during that meta. I started like literally the most nastiest meta, and I really liked it. So, but it's also like what I started on. So I don't know. It's kind of a weird boat, right? Phantom Blaster. Imaginary. I know I started post Phantom Blaster, so I started like literally a month before COVID, because I technically started for the summer, like when Kokaitis came out, and then I entered a tournament, and then COVID happened, and then yeah, Mordred. Yeah, Mordred. I was trying to remember. I was like, what was the other one? It was Mordred, because they went like Force 1 and expand Force 1 with like the Phantom Blaster and all that stuff. Draw Trigger Perfect Guards are S tier. Yeah, I'm thinking I might move them up, actually. I actually genuinely really like these. I really miss Draw PGs. I forgot how much I missed them until I played like a V premium game, and I was like, oh my god, these are so fun. Like, I just love perfect cards that are also draws. Like, that's so good. I like them. I really miss these a lot. Yeah, some people want them back. I don't know if it's healthy for the game to bring them back into D or not. Some people really strongly disagree with having these, but I really like them. I think they're fun. Is never able to compete in an official V tournament due to working at a grocery store. That makes sense. That's a busy, that you stay busy, especially COVID era. COVID era grocery stores were like nuts. So it was like 24/7 Christmas, because everyone's like freaking out and buying stuff. I worked at a grocery store during COVID era, so whew, what a time. We need Bobs at this point. I can't guard shit. Yeah, that's true. COVID was nuts at your first job. Yeah, COVID was a time. COVID at any like store was like either you're just dead or you're busy as hell. There's no in between. I mean, you can always just keep the draw PGs in your hand, but it's just nice to just draw a card. I feel like we're it's so hard running draw triggers nowadays in D. Like that's why people are running cyclers and all this other stuff to kind of like, you know, help with that, to draw more, you know? Sometimes you just want to draw, you know? Just want to draw cards. 30k Sentinel crits. I loved 30k Sentinel crits. They're just going straight up here. I don't even care. They're just going straight up there. I thought these were so cool. I still think they're cool. Actually, you know, they're not like that amazing. I'll put them up here. I'll put them up here. I'll put them here. I don't think they're not as good as like G carding. They don't deserve to be that high up. But I think 30k to Sentinel crits were not experimented long enough. You run draws over fronts in your current decks. They save you more than fronts. That's interesting. And see, draws and fronts in D is hard because fronts are like so much more like swingy, but draws can help you stay like more in the game if you're not bricking. I sure don't miss 16 crit decks in D. Yeah, I don't miss 16 crits. That's why I'm bumping this down. Should have never existed, made an already aggressive game more aggressive. That's fair. You are right there because, but there wasn't that many decks that really did that though. It was Overlord, right? Overlord was the big one that played the 16 crit variant, but keep in mind it's super greedy. It is a super greedy play because you have like no draws at all. So you have to like hope you find everything, hope you don't G-assist, hope you ride up, you know? Hi, welcome in the paw. Hope you're doing well. So there are downsides to running 16 crits. End of Stage also did that. It was End of Stage, it was Overlord, it was and Grand Blue, I think are the top three I could think of, because Grand Blue, even like in later stages, like I'm talking like right before V ended, some people were running like the 10 crit type of style, you know. Keep in mind, you're also taking out heals too. I forgot how Oonga Boonga V was. The tier list is just reminding me of all the flashbacks. Oh no, not the Oonga Boonga flashbacks. And anyway, long story short, you have to keep in mind when you're sacrificing. I couldn't run. It was exactly. If you're going 16 crits, you're sacrificing. I think I keep in mind, going back to the thing for 2 seconds, just to keep in mind, I didn't play back in the day. I think current lock is fine. I genuinely don't think it's bad. I like playing into it, but I don't play lock. So just, I have a different perspective of lock, I guess. Like I think it's a fun mechanic to play into, but that's just how I am. I think it makes me think, and I like thinking. It's how I like playing the game. So we need to just have a lock debate at this point. Yeah, I'm like scared. I'm scared of this. This is like the scariest conversation I have with people. It's like when you walk up to someone and you say that you like School Days, the anime, and it just starts an entire like ripple effect. You know what I mean? Like it's like having a conversation about religion. Like it's just not gonna end well. So I kind of understand how it was. That's fair. That's fair. But it's already super fair, right? Like it's not, you know, broken or anything like that. It's just get that one circle that one time, and then, you know, you're back to doing whatever you normally do. School Days. Yeah, School Days is like the number one anime where you can have like multiple conversations with someone about, because everyone has so many different opinions. I enjoy Dragon Ball Evolution. You what? Oh no. God, if they had to nerf the crit ratios in D because Greedon was too fast, imagine 16 crit in D. Well, keep in mind, I think they nerfed it because of Loner Roll. It's because of Cat Girl. Because Cat Girl was like, tee hee haha, guard restrict, 16 crits, you know? It was like one of those things. What we have next? Orders. So orders came in late V. It was like towards the end of V that we started getting orders, because we got the Draw 2 one, and we got the book. And we got like all this, like, you know, it was like kind of towards the end that we started getting orders. We have the Quick Shield that kind of started bringing in orders. Keep in mind, orders weren't a thing in OG Vanguard, right? Like, or they didn't exist until V era, right? Like that's like a thing, right? Like I know I'm not like talking my ass here. I was gonna say orders are a newer mechanic, unironically. Like they definitely came out little. I actually noticed these are in order, huh? These are in order. So I like orders. Or at the time felt, I think early orders were very whatever. I think current orders are, yeah, very good. I definitely think they were experimenting. I think what we're doing orders now, like order package, a lot of stuff, I definitely think it's a good addition to the game. Blitz orders are really cool. We should definitely have like more of that kind of stuff, maybe better used. If I remember correctly, they came back with they came more with Bang Dream packs. Yeah. So Bang Dreams had music orders, and then the Quick Shields came out before that. And then we also got this order right here. We got the book. There's basically like Cray orders, so you can play on like any deck. They're really cool. I think they came with like trial decks, if I remember correctly. I think that's how they started. But yeah, I like the orders. Let's see, Ride deck. I think Ride deck's average. Blitz orders are poopy. When you have blitz orders to side deck, I feel like they'd be played more. Yeah, probably. I mean, some orders are, some blitz orders are insane. Like Sanctitude exists for a reason, you know? I mean, Sanctitude is a blitz order. Twin Cast is a blitz order. Mr. Burns' voice, excellent. Ride deck. I'm not gonna lie, blitz orders are too broken. If you feel the other way around, that's crazy. Wow, we're having so many versatile opinions here. I love it. I love the versatility. You love ride deck? I'm personally kind of average towards it. I don't hate it, I don't love it. The only thing I don't like about it is it made the game more watered down. I think if they're more generic, I'd like ride deck more. I think current ride decks are okay. Like I play Stoke obviously, so I have access to like Zorga ride line, all this cool stuff. But I will say I guess we'll put it up here. I think removing the concept of having to G-assist is a very nice addition to the game. And I remember it was a very talked about subject for a very long time, right? So I think I'll put it up here. I do not mind personally ride decks. I love it. That's good. I mean, everyone has their own opinions towards it. Like I said, I mean, D has revolved around the ride deck, right? The ride deck mechanic is literally what D kind of started on. I will say I miss ride decks having more identity, even like in this picture, like all these full arts in here, kind of making like a whole ride deck out of them with the crits and everything. I thought that was really cool. I wish we kind of went back to that. But both players can show off their decks for the most part. Yeah, there's also that. There's also like people, remember like early on when we had like the collections that had like full art ride decks and people would like pulling out their ride decks, and it's like a whole thing. It felt kind of like almost magical. And I thought that concept was like really, really cool back in the day. I thought that was I say back in the day, but it really has. It's been 4 years. Overdress has been out for 4 years. I think early D with ride decks was like really fun. I think it was a really good way to like show off your personality. I also love that you can like put them in whatever sleeves you want, so you can like, you know, customize them. And anyway, I think they're fun. I think it's a fun thing. I agree. I think there definitely should be some exploration with these. I hope we get some over time. I don't know. Oh yeah. I'm gonna put this down here. I'm gonna just put the intercept. No, I'm gonna leave it up there. I really want to put something in here. I just have nothing to put here. No, Legion is coming back with die cards. Yeah, we got that down the line. We got D Legion. Persona Ride. I think Persona is okay, but it kind of sucks. I'm gonna put Persona Ride in the it's okay kind of sucks tier. I was trying to think. I was like, what don't I like? I don't like Persona Riding. I think the way Persona Riding is established is not good. So I think if it was 5k to the front row, maybe I'd feel it differently. If maybe there's like a different way that shield value was distributed, I feel differently. I definitely don't like the 10k BS that it does. Is way too convenient for some decks. Yeah, I just think it also Persona's Rise, the reason why Generation Break got so stupid with the flips on strides, because, you know, stride decks came out for D and they had to like find a way to kind of match them with Persona Rise, so they gave that stupid plus 5k to them, and like, oh my god, it's just so stupid. I will say I do like the idea of Persona Riding on top, but there really isn't anything else you get out of it. Like, you're running like extra copies of this one grade 3 because you have to. The other thing I like Persona Riding is decks that are locked to Persona Riding, at least the way they did them with the decks that have it. Like, it's like mainly what, Kyrie and Magnolia. Oh, and that one OTT deck. There's only a couple that are locked to specifically Persona Ride. I guess you can include Blangmire in that, because if you don't Persona Ride against Blangmire, you kind of like auto lose. So like you literally lose an entire turn, right? So so I guess Blangmire is part of this as well, right? So I don't know. I'm kind of it's weird. Because you absolutely hate decks that are locked behind Persona Riding. I agree. I hate decks that are locked behind Persona Riding. Like, they locked Kyrie and like Magnolia like that. And I'm just like, why? It's so icky, because you can only see 3 in the entire game unless you run the stupid Regalis piece, and the Regalis piece isn't even that great. Like, and some decks rely on Persona Riding even to exist. Like, their numbers are just so bad that they need to Persona Ride. I do like Persona Looping. I think Persona Looping is cool. Like Doji, for example, and Mythiarch are the best 2 I can give an example of, because they have the most consistent Persona Looping with Delphina and the grade 2 that lets you get back your grade 3s or higher. You play Rewinder, Persona is useful, but having to get hit is not that great. Yeah, so Chrono, I actually am a big fan of Chrono. I really like the Rewinder deck. I like the fact that you have like one or the other, right? You're not like completely locked out, but you do want to Persona Ride that deck because all your dudes revive off of it, like the grade 1s and stuff like that, like the cell phone and the new grade 1. So, you know, it's kind of, or there's also like Magnolia also cares about that stuff too, because she calls from drop every single turn if you specifically keep riding Magnolia. So, you know, it's a kind of like, Pseudo limp break is a mechanic of all time. I like pseudo limp break. Pseudo limp break is cool. I think the retry rewind mechanic that Chrono does is really cool, in my opinion. I see the cat is back. I just want to let you guys know she is back. You are very active today, Katie. Yeah, you're a very active girl. Yeah. What is this paw? What is this one paw doing? What is this? Mm-hmm. 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 There you go. He's not happy. Darren Dayusha, my goat? Truly? I like Dayusha. Yeah, that's right. Dayusha is persona locked, huh? Also persona locked. Also Marlene getting a new unit is good. I love the art. Oh, that reminds me. Speaking of persona, like the trial decks literally grab your persona copy. Another interesting kind of different concept. But since a jeweled main, I got some words for pseudo limp breaks. Fair enough. Anyway, persona sucks in my opinion overall. I don't think it's a terrible concept. I just don't think it was executed too well. I also think the draw is kind of really powerful. I think the draw is kind of broken. Also, like, it makes going first even better. And like, if you're going second, sometimes it's kind of like imaginary gift force, I guess. Like, it's like you're kind of behind. It's almost like imaginary gifts. Like you're kind of behind a little bit. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird. But anyway, you still need to draw at those, which just kind of makes it more balanced. Over trigger. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Ah, perfect. Ah, perfection. This is what I call the perfect tier list. So good. So good. It's such a good mechanic. No, it's going. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a hater. I'm a hater. It's got a better than stride. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't always hate the OT. I don't like what it does, like in the RNG levels, but I actually don't hate the OT. Like, I genuinely, I wish it wasn't printed how it was, because I actually think if it was printed differently, it'd be a really cool concept. Yeah, they do. I think there are some aspects of the OT that generally are bad. I think the 50k shield is cool. I think the concept of having an additional effect on a trigger is cool. I don't think it's bad. I really think it's the 100 million. It generally drives me crazy. Honestly, I think it's an added spice game needed. It does add spice. Like when you cast, and since I do cast Vanguard, I haven't casted recently Vanguard, but over the years of casting all three formats, because at some point I did cast all three of them. You know, there is definitely a certain hype and type of level the Overtrigger brings that no other mechanic in the game can bring. And I think from a perspective of watching a game, it definitely adds a lot of hype. Like even at locals, like people are playing it out, the OT gets slammed, the OT gets slammed back. Like there's like a certain like kind of like hype behind it that I think is cool. I definitely do not like the fact that it's 100 million power, because it is quite literally unblockable. I definitely don't like the fact that some OTs are just insane. Yeah, there's like, and also what I don't like about it is I definitely split the community for a little bit. Some people really like this mechanic, some people really hate it. Some people don't think it's like an all-in-one win button. Some people do, you know, definitely. And also the other thing I like about the OT is that it's brought a lot of hate towards certain people. Like some people just really hate on people who like the OT and vice versa. And then also people like to blame the OT for their games, which I think is another problem. You won a 5-0 and got 2 wins because of Dragon Empire OT. I did not like the games I won with it. Yeah, that's another thing. That's my personal hatred towards OTs. I hate when my OT decided the win. It didn't necessarily make the win, but it decided the fact, like I won because of it. It's like, you know, you check down 6 damage, you should have died, and then you come back, recover from it, or you check it offensively and your opponent doesn't have the PG. It's like one of those things, right? So like I said, I think it's brought more negativity than positivity, and I think that's definitely a problem. Only at the right time, just other triggers. I think there are those rare times when the OT decides the game, and I don't think that's healthy. And also, in my personal opinion, I don't think it feels good. I don't think it feels good playing into your friend or whatever, and then the OT gets checked, and then, you know, someone gets salty. It's like a whole thing every time. DUT push the level from meme to hee I'm in danger. It is an auto win if you trigger Brandgate OT. You know, unironically, I actually don't mind Brandgate OT if it's not checked super early. If it's checked like mid game, I don't care about it as much. Normally I have a PG because it's usually only three guys that have it, so it's not that bad. But I do think in premium it's like nasty. Like you have like a whole Excel board, you know. 6 cards in one single battle. The statement was criminal. That statement was criminal. I don't think rank 8 OT is that bad. I actually prefer fighting into. I think maybe it's because rank 8 decks are usually like they don't have like. I'll take a rank 8 OT over a Dragon Empire OT or a blue OT in a freestanding Vanguard deck. Does that make any sense? Like because keep in mind like whatever it's called after that, it's like gone. At least for rank 8. Any OT on grade 1 or 2 is not insta win except Elder Breath. If you Elder Breath on turn 2 is like disgusting. Or Stoicheia OT on turn 2 can be just if you have a full board on turn 2 and you Stoicheia OT, you kind of like almost win on the spot because you're putting your opponent to like 4 or 5 damage that turn. Like I'm telling you, there's some OTs that are more broken than the rank 8 one. Unironically, maybe it's like when I've seen it. I will say if Prison checks it while they're on grade 3 and you're on grade 2, you usually die. Like there's no recovery. Also, it depends on when they check it. Like if it's like crit OT, it's different than OT crit, you know, like it doesn't copy the power of the crits the same way. Also, Gravidia is a thing. That 16 crit, you know, 16 crit. Oh, you mean what Fuzzy did to me when he was on Leonor? Yeah, exactly. Or copying the 100 million power, you know, with like the Stoicheia OT, you can move it around. Like I said, I feel like I don't know. My personal opinion, I unironically think the rank 8 one's fair, but maybe it's because I've played a lot of rank 8 and like usually my opponent lives my rank 8 OT turn, and sometimes they've won. So I actually survived a prison OT, which with Java and won. Yeah, like I said, I don't know. Anyway, we could talk about the OT strengths and weaknesses for like days and days, but we got to remember that every OT in a different circumstance, depending when it's checked, is different in the power scaling of the ball. It's kind of hard saying like one OT is more broken than the other. They're kind of all broken, but just for different reasons, right? So, but that's my personal opinion. I think that's how I look at OTs. Anyway, long story short, not a fan of them. Well, it's ×2 to specifically your front row, to be fair. It's specifically your front row that gets the power. Your back row doesn't get it either, which is something I didn't know for a while when I first started the game. Like I'm talking like when the Child X came out for original D. Anyway, I think overall this mechanic could have been cool, if you want to call it even a mechanic. I don't even know if you would really classify this as a mechanic. I think the idea of the OT was cool, but I think it definitely didn't need the 100 million. But anyway, we could talk about the OT for hours. Heal Guardians. Let me say I love besides D. I like the yellow OT. I think it's fun. Heal Guardians. Now, I think you guys probably already know how I feel about this, but I actually really like Heal Guardians. Now, I will say, between formats, it changes. Like, if you were to take the Heal Guardian to premium, it's different from like V versus like if you were to take the same concept as a standard. Like, they're different types of Heal Guardians, right? I think Heal Guardians are great. I think it made V insanely fun. I think V towards the end got insane. I think it became such a fun mechanic, and then basically V went away. I actually never used Heal Guardians, so I don't have an opinion. That's fair. That's perfectly fair. They're their own thing. Yeah, I do think Heal Guardians, but see, the thing about Heal Guardians and Premium, what's really interesting about them is they're grade 3s, and if you're forced to ride it, that sucks ass. And I actually think the concept of that is cool because Crest decks, they can't ride anything else. So if you have Heal Guardians in your hand, you get stuck with those bad boys. You know what I mean? I think it brought in a lot of good stuff. Should not have access to that many grade 3s. That's also true. DP had a cool, interesting traction because it gets grade 3s. In some decks can send grade 3s back. You can send back your heals back. So I overall think Heal Guardians was a very interesting addition to the game. I personally miss them. They could be different. Like, even if you were to get them again, like, there could be a different version. I don't think the self-damage thing was really cool. I wasn't a fan of that. I don't think that should be a thing, but I think the rest of it was really cool. Also, again, using them as G guards because they're 15k shields, they made G guards better because G guards actually had more value as like a shield target in your deck. So if you had to discard this to G guard, whereas before we used to have 20k V triggers, right? So they're 20k. So it felt worse to discard a 20k to G guard with than a 15k. Something else to kind of keep in mind. Like I said, I think ironically, Heal Guards brought a lot of cool stuff into the game, and I really miss these. I think these were cool. I mean, deck cards are just playable in premium, it's over. That's fair. But I generally think this was one of the best mechanics they've printed, at least since I've started V. Like, since I started Vanguard, this was one of the best ones printed for me personally. Like I said, I didn't play during a lot of all this stuff down here. So all this stuff. So I didn't play it during a lot of this. So this is definitely probably my favorite kit that came out. This is when I really started liking Vanguard, unironically. So All right, Stride Crest. I'm gonna just put it in there. Yeah, for real, you guys got all this boomer stuff. What is all this? Burn-in Holy Fight. Yeah, I don't like Stride Crest at all. Premium version, D version, I just don't like them. I think the only thing I liked about the Crest was the fact that they brought back old units like Nitrose and Jet. I don't like the fact that they have additional effects on them. I don't like the GB on them. I really wish these were a little different. I'm not they're not even where they still are. Put it alongside the OT. Damn. Best friends? Little buddies over here. I'll put it up here because it's definitely how wide does this exist. The scaling should have been capped. Yeah, the scaling definitely should have been capped. I definitely think that these were, like I said, there is an upside. I definitely think people being able to play their old cards from like ages ago was cool. Don't like anything else about them. Stride and Stand was interesting and a mistake at the same time. Yeah, I think they had a good idea going and then they kind of punted it a little bit. I definitely don't know who thought it was a good idea to just get a 5k per flip. That was definitely a mistake. Whoever thought of that. If they bring Amon back, I'd be happy. Like I said, the cool part about Crest is that they can keep printing them and keep adding cool ideas to them because they're kind of like there and they're untouchable. So it's just something your deck gets access to, which I think the concept of that is cool. And also they brought that into like collabs and all that kind of stuff. Like I think the Crest idea is okay. Story of D's life, good idea, execution. They should have gotten a flat 10k power up. Yeah, no, I agree. I definitely, like I said, and some people will argue the point of like they're not that broken, but it's kind of more like the scaling that I don't like than anything else. I just don't like the fact that there comes a point where you just have to lose. It's kind of almost like, I guess, like ultimate striding in a way, where it's like there comes a point where your opponent just wins off of it, right? Because they're at that point of the game where they're just like, all right, it's time to win now. But I will say they felt a little unfair on release. They're a little bit more balanced now, but I'm still not the biggest fan of the ginormous Rex numbers that people get with these. Regardless piece. Regardless piece. I like regardless pieces. I think I'm gonna put it up here. I remember when regardless pieces first came out, people were kind of a little iffy. Especially they released during Springfest. They did release during Springfest. It was so annoying because it was like Jet meta for forever, and then it was Nubatama meta for forever. Oh my god. I swear every single time Springfest comes around, it's always something annoying like that's stupidly broken. Like Bob. Anyway, regardless pieces before I start going on a Bob rant for like another 5 hours. 1 per deck cards are based. I don't hate regardless pieces. I think they're fine. I think they're fine. I know some people don't like them in premium. They are searchable or they're more accessible in premium, I guess, and some people disagree. Or don't like them as much. I think they're okay. Some people don't like ladder. I thought Orbital was kind of cool. Like I think they're cool. I think they're fine. I think the fact that you get to choose kind of which one your deck is kind of cool. Like I don't think it's a bad idea. I wish they were more searchable. I hate the fact that there's so many cards that are like you can grab everything but the regardless piece. And I'm like, just let the person have the regardless piece. Like it's not that big of a deal. You're gonna find it anyway. Oh, where to put it? Oh no, where to go? Regardless piece. Oh, there you are. I think they're fine. I think they're chill. People didn't really like ladder for premium purposes, because it's stopping certain combos, but it's whatever. I think they're fine. Let's see, we got energy. I don't like energy. I kind of feel the same way I feel about Persona. So I like energy. I don't like how it's been getting executed. Like I don't like love address and energy. The grade 1 unit that searches grade 3s from top 7 can regardless. Yeah, like I said, some can, some can, but most can't, right? It's like, so a good example is the top 7 in Orphis, for example. It's the first card that comes to my head because I have the deck right here. I got my Orphe. Where's my Orphe? Is this Orphis? No. I swear it's nearby. Oh, it's right here. Hi, welcome in a guy. You're just a guy, but you're a guy that's 1013 specifically. You adore I think Tree is the best way they've utilized energy. I'm trying to think, is that this grade 1 right here? Yeah, this guy right here, the Fang, says top 7 for a grade 3 that is or a order. That's not the regardless piece. I'm just sitting here like, let me add my regardless piece, please. A bit biased because Digimon card game. That's fair. That's fair. I think the idea of energy is perfectly fine. What I don't like the fact is like you have decks like Love Address that get to abuse like a really strong card that uses energy over and over again, and you can't stop it. So that's my personal issue, kind of like persona writing, right? You can't really stop your opponent from persona writing. They can only stop themselves. So I'm not a big fan of that, but if someone brought up Tree, I think Tree and energy is like super cool. Like I think that also that's like I think it's okay, but in my opinion, it kind of sucks. I like having more resources that don't rely on your opponent's attacks, and that's also true. I like energy cycles. Maybe I'll put it. No, I'm keeping it down here. I want to put it up here, but I'm kind of like, you know, it's hard out here. It's hard out here. So, oh, whoopsie. You can go back there. You can stay right here. I think they could have been abused better. I also don't like the fact that premium doesn't have these. I know it's gonna be broken, but I would really like them just so we can experiment. Can't soul deny units. That's so blessed. That is true. You can't, except unless you're playing a Mon, right? Because a Mon would kind of like go against your soul a little bit in V anyway. It kind of go against what your soul is doing, right? Or you know, something like Prison where they can like take your soul away. Like I want more of that. Like I want a deck that can take your energy away. Like I think it'd be cool. Like I think that we don't have enough of that kind of interaction where like you kind of just have access to this another resource and no one's really stopping you, you know. If it survives long enough, everything will become more jank if premium had access. It would be so fun though. I think the thing about premium right now is we're kind of stuck in this weird area where like we just can't. V is gone, so like no new cards are really being printed that are good enough to throw in consistently, right? Also, we're not getting any product for that that matter, but anyway, premium could be a different discussion because I have so many things to talk about premium right now. It's not even funny. Would you just have no passion to play premium? Honestly, it's fine, and energy would change that for me. I agree. I definitely think energy will just instantly break premium, but I think that's okay because we can fix it, right? But I definitely think it'd be a good way to bring in because people they would imagine like you would get a printed boss card for like D, and you can play that boss card in premium. You could stride on top of it. You could use its Omplice ability, kind of like Mythiarch that currently is being used. Like it's such a cool idea. But anyway, that's my personal opinion on it. I think it's cool as hell, but we don't have it, so whoop-de-doo, I guess. going continue on with our lives. No energy for us, not allowed. Like love is just to be a cool concept premium, but we can't have it. Like literally. I prefer if energy is tied to the D starter, as we got a good reason to run D starters. I agree. I could see that. I could exactly see that. There you go. That's another good way to do it. Like if you had to play a D starter to get your energy, like, that would also be really cool. Like I definitely think there's more we could do with this. I just definitely don't think it's doing much right now. But energy is still kind of new. We're still kind of, you know, we're kind of doing our thing with it. I do think it was a good addition to the game. That'd be sick. Actually, it would be sick. It would be so sick. It'd be so cool. All right. Next mechanic. Let's see. We got three left. Divine skill. Divine skill. That one's tough. I think divine skill is overall pretty fun. I didn't like them at first. I actually hated them at first. I really wasn't a fan of them. I was a late bloomer to divine skill. Divine skill is not great. I like those games, and they don't happen too often, but I like those games where you have to hold on to your divine against another divine deck. We don't have erratas. Just notice we don't have erratas. So my personal opinion is I think holding on to your divine, kind of figure out when to divine, all that kind of stuff, I think it's cool. Oh, we have a little bit more energy. I wish you had more energy crest type cards. Energy crest is okay, but would love something like Dragon Empire crest for each rear bind or retire. You get one energy paid through 5 or something. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. That's actually a good idea. I never even thought about that. Energy specific crests instead of like one that just energy. If you go up 3, maybe something specific to like a nation. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be an interesting way to look at crests. I don't think we're ever gonna get that, at least not in this generation of Vanguard. Maybe in the next one, because obviously they've already been printing like top 8s and top 16s or whatever Summerfest crests, you know, and they're like winner cards and they're printed to be, you know, used for everyone. So maybe in the future. This is the game where it feels so great, otherwise feel horrible in comparison. It shows that some of the other mechanics in this game as where some feels great and others feel horrible. If you could get IDK lyrical mechanic on other nations, that'd be kind of cool. It'd be cool if you could swap around your crests. Like you could play They would never do that. Maybe cool if you play like a Lyrical Crest in like your Dragon Empire deck. The collabs are also missing from this. They're not on here. There's someone else's. I didn't make this, but anyway. So going back to Divine, the Bite collab has their own crest, which prevents them using energy crest. That is true. They can't use energy, huh? That's interesting. You're right. No, that is true. That is true. I actually didn't even think about that. It's okay. The Bite cards are so broken, they don't need it. they're so broken. Those cards are insane. I think the issue is some of the mechanics as this game has where some feels great. I was referring to Divine skills. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, so Divine is kind of a weird one. I feel like some mechanics of Divine are cool, some are kind of whatever. I think for the most part, they're pretty cool. Some people don't like the Blang one. I can definitely understand why it's very cheesy. You have to have one cheesy one in there, but like the Chris Ring one's cool, but it's just kind of bad. It's just slow. The Razay one's obviously really good. What else we have? Zorka? Zorka's okay. Zorka feels like the most like lax one. It's just really is just like an extra attack, right? That's like really all it is. I think this Razay one, I think the concept is kind of cool. I also like I said, I like the concept of holding on to Divine. I think Alcalibra was also a really cool one. Cat Girl, another interesting one. I don't think they're bad. I just don't think they're that great either. I think they're okay. Maybe I'll put them here. Maybe they're average. I'm gonna put them in the average tier. Maybe they belong more. Maybe they're more average. I do like the play around ability though. When they start being really poorly designed, yeah, I guess so. Alden is a scam. I could see that. I don't know. I don't think Alden. Oh, so you mean a scam like as if it doesn't do much? Yeah, that's fair. You just really just bounce the cards. I think the bouncing is cool, but yeah, it's just kind of like you're kind of like shotgun it, and then you just kind of go on with your life, right? Like Leverage Dress 2, you just shotgun that thing, you just kind of go on with your life. You're never gonna like hold on to that Divine. Like there's no. I think the fact that there are some Divines that you never hold on to, like you just autoplay them, is kind of lame. It's kind of just like an additional effect, almost like an ace card than like an actual Divine skill. Like the Razay one, the Blagmire one, maybe Chris Rain, and like what else? Like that's really, yeah, I think those three generally, like you sometimes just have to hold on to them. I think that concept's cool. And then you have like other decks like Alden where you just go, all right, I wrote, I'm gonna Divine now, goodbye. Chris Rain, I guess, is one. No, not Chris Rain, sorry, Cat Girl is one you can sometimes hold on to, but you usually don't either. So I don't know, it's kind of weird. I like that Divine skills are powerful, but don't make non-Divine decks obsolete like Strides did. That is true. That is true. They are not completely broken to where other decks can't play. And I think that is a very useful thing. That is actually very valid. Oh yeah, Lyle is one. Lyle's another one. Oh, and Odium. Odium's another one. That's another one I also had. Odium was kind of cool. I think the Odium Divine was actually pretty cool. Lyle was also pretty cool. It just wasn't really that good. Maybe the new one? I don't know. Alcreba's Divine is great, but I think it does miss something. Yeah, Alcreba's Divine feels very lackluster. It kind of feels like Levidress's Divine. It feels very lackluster. You kind of just do your thing and then move on with your life. Like you almost forget they have like a Divine deck. What else we got? We have Ace units. I love the Ace units. I'm a big fan. I actually think it's like one of the more funner mechanics that's come to D. I'm a big fan of the Ace units. They just came out, guys, by the way, so he's like brand new. Like we literally just got him. Do you mean nationless and have shield, otherwise trash? I think I can agree with a nationless Ace units. I agree with you. I think they should have been nationless. You're very right. I had to order 2 aces. That's fair. They're versatile. It's a crime. The new Lyle uses the same skills as the old one. It has a new method to add a 4th attack. That's true. One for E, one to E, one for Lyrical. Oh, okay, I gotcha. I ordered some too. I got some. I actually did the same thing, except I got a Stoicheia one as well. So I actually really like these. I do agree. I think if these were Cryomentals, it'd be sick as hell. Because it is a once per game mechanic, so it's not like you can, abuse them, and their second effect is very lackluster. It's just basically plus 15, sorry, plus 10, depending on the circumstances. Yeah, I think a nationless ace would be cool. I think these should have been nationless, the ones we just got. I keep in mind, like I said, aces just came out. We literally just got these suckers. Let me go find them. Because I don't even remember all the effects. I remember most of them, but just not. Obviously, I remember the Dark States one because it's the one I play the most. Let's see. Grade 2 specifically. Are these specifically triple R's? I think they are. Yeah, they're specifically triple R's. Trying to like knock them down so we can look at all of them at the same time. Oh, no. Triple. Oh, perfect. Exact. No, it's not. Never mind. What is this garbage? They're not triple R's. I hate it here. No. What are these? Double R's? ORRs. What the fudge? Thank you. All right, see where they all are in their glory. Thank you, appreciate it. So, like regardless, oh, that makes more sense. So one thing I really like about these, we just gotta talk about the coolness of the color. This color thing that they did, badass. This little change in color, badass. I just want to let you know, badass stuff. The energy is actually really good on these because you actually have to think about whether to use this. Why are these not nationless? I don't know, but they're just not, and we just have to accept that once and only once. Right there, once and only once. It says it on the card. It looks like a male Bayonetta. Oh my god, he does look like a male Bayonetta. Oh my god, he just got hotter. Stop, you just made him, you made him like 10 times hotter. Do you know how much I love Bayonetta? Oh, it's Bayonetta's so good. I love Bayonetta. Anyway, back to this. back to this. I think the idea, and luckily enough, I play it right. Ooh, it's so cute. Bayonetta ace unit. Ooh, ooh. We're good. We're good. I swear, it's just a normal stream. This is a normal stream at all times of the day. Anyway, I think these are good. I actually like that they don't have shield. Funnily enough, a little fun fact about these: you can still intercept. You can still intercept with them. So if you wanted to, you could intercept. These suits are cool. They definitely need to be explored more. Yeah. I think it's a good start. I actually was I didn't care about these at all until I put them in my deck, and then I was like, oh my god, these are so cool. Like I actually really like them. Like I said, I'm a big fan of the color schemes. Like I love the little color schemes they put a little pink on them, like the little love on them. And, oh my god, I'm a big fan of these. So I really like how they did these. I'm a fan. They definitely, so we'll see. Now, yeah, this was the cheapest because it's the least played. This one can't be as easily abused. Yeah, the art on the, oh, it's so good. It's so good. Sorry, excuse me. I need to drink some water. Hold on. It is a Gundam. Like the Gundam TCG. Think about how many decks actually can run this effectively, though. Which one is this? Sorry, I'm looking at the response. But so yeah, so the Brangate one is the worst by far. It's not that it's bad, it's just that it's the least used. So this one, it does look sick as fuck though. This guy looks badass. Like they definitely made the art on him like really good. You need a Gundam TCG and a Vanguard collab? That'd be sick as hell. That'd be actually really cool. Maybe. I don't know if Bandai and Bushi could ever be like friends like that though. They're kind of like enemies, but they're not frenemies, you know? They're I don't know. I feel like Bushi needs Bandai more than Bandai needs Bushi. You know what I mean? So like it would definitely have to be like a Bandai decision. Because I think they're kind of like fighting each other right now. Like in a way, like, especially for venue space. So like you guys notice like how some of the events are run at like around the same time, you know? You know? Yeah, Bandai is definitely a company of all time, that's for sure. They definitely do some cool stuff. But anyway, Exodus, ACUs could introduce a Glory Maker format. They could, like a kind of like a one of type of thing. Yeah, that for sure. Like a Highlander format. I think that'd be interesting. A Vanguard Highlander format is actually really cool. Like if you ever play like the Cube, like if you ever Cube with Vanguard, it's actually really sick. Cube Vanguard is fun. Like one of everything. It's actually super cool. It's super creative. Anyway, going back to ace units. Next to each other at an anime expo? No way, I had no idea. That's pretty funny actually. I did not know that. That's sick. It cracks me up. Alright, let me check on YouTube real quick. Oh my god! Sorry, someone gave me $5 on the YouTube site. Justin Elia, thank you so much. Justin, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my god, I don't know when they posted. I didn't even know you guys could. I don't know you guys could donate on the YouTube side. Oh my god, thank you. Best mechanics are in format they are trying to kill. Sorry, I had to. Sorry guys, I got a donation on YouTube. That's so kind. That's genuinely like, oh my god, thank you. I genuinely didn't even know. I didn't even know it was possible. I still see Zed on that side. Anyway, sorry, I got a little off topic. Sorry, my apologies. You want to play Hololive as well? Oh no, we're going off to talk about TCGs. I mean, Hololive is probably coming next year. I'll be honest with you, to like regionals. I don't know, but it's probably coming. I actually think next year is going to be a really good or a really bad time for the Vanguard community. I feel like some people are going to be really unhappy with where things are going. I don't know. I genuinely, I mean this with my heart. I don't know. Like I don't know what's happening. But I genuinely don't know how they're gonna fit everything. My brain can get fried from too much TCGs. I feel you there. I try to stick to 3. Usually it's like 2 that I constantly play, and then I have 1 that I have like a random casual deck. Like right now it's definitely like Shadowverse and Vanguard that I'm basically playing every week, and then my 3rd is like One Piece, but I don't even play that much of it. I really like One Piece. It's just really expensive. If anything, premium will get side evented like V and Honor in favor of Hololive. So keep in mind, it's not just Hololive, it's Godzilla too. We have Godzilla coming as well. I don't think people understand what next year is going to be like, because we have to account for Vice, Vanguard, Shadowverse, Godzilla, Hololive, and premium Vanguard as well. So some people don't understand that that's a lot of stuff. Now it all depends on yeah, Godzilla is here exactly. Well, Godzilla's already here, but I mean like right now, I actually don't know. I haven't been catching up. You playing Vice too? Me? No, I'm good. I don't play Vice. I'm just saying like regional level events for like Bushi events right now. If we add Godzilla and Hololive to the mix with how things are being run right now, we're in trouble for premium in my personal opinion. We'll have to see where they go, but it just depends on how they decide to distribute it. Are they going to make Godzilla and Hololive be its own circuit? Are they going to throw it into BCS? BSFs, you know, are they going to make a 3rd circuit? You know, are they going to do the Bandai thing where they kind of try to shove all the card games into one? Maybe they'll open it to 3 days. It depends on what they decide to do, right? Because as of right now, with what the amount of resources they currently have, they can't, I don't think they can physically function all 5 games and have it go okay. I think they definitely are going to be, there's gonna be changes next year. That's what I think is going to happen. There's definitely going to be changes. Here in the Panama, we do have mainly Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Gundam, and at some level of Vanguard. Interesting. Okay. Okay. We, my side of things is like Bandai. Bandai is really popular right now where I'm at, but so is Bushiroad Games. So my state, like where I live, like people really like Vanguard and Vice and Shadowverse here. Like I said, it's only specific shops, but it's a lot of shops that carry all of them. But Bandai is definitely more popular. There is, I think, 1 shop where I would say Yu-Gi-Oh and Vanguard somehow beat it out, but every other shop is definitely Bandai, and like Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh. So that's kind of where I am. But we also have multiple shops. Like we have a lot. I think the stuff that isn't popular is like Grand Archive isn't very popular around here, and then like some of the other card games, like was it Luck and Magic or Love and Magic? I don't remember. Like some of the really niche stuff like doesn't really know. Even Shadowverse, we have like I think 2 or 3 shops dedicated to like Shadowverse too. So we definitely have it. Gundam's doing really well. I failed to see Orange playing Vice because be like, I wonder which anime will I mean. I don't play Vice. I tried it. I'm not into it. I think it's, I'm not that into it. My friends play though. I have a friend that's like really good at Vice who always goes to tournaments for Vice. He also plays Shadowverse on the side. Like that's like my buddy that plays, but I don't really mess around with it. I almost got into it because like Shakugan no Shana, no lie. My area has more Bushiroad games than Bandai, but Bandai games have a second strong presence. Bandai and Copag has the best distribution on Brazil. Unfortunately, we don't have any products from Vanguard official distributor here. We rely on imports from overseas. Shops as 50 cards. That makes sense. Yeah. So that's the other issue with like Bushi games. Sometimes it's hard to find them. Bandai games are usually a little bit easier to find. But Bandai gets bought out like crazy fast. So like over here, like we have Bandai stuff, but it's like have fun finding it, or if you find it, it's gonna be like expensive. So that's another problem. It's like kind of its own thing, right? So yeah, it's in card games, man. It's so hard sometimes. It's so hard. I wish it was time for more. I got lucky to get my Gundam starter decks. My boyfriend just got his actually. I actually opened it up. I'm making a video on it about. It's not mine. It's his. I just want to open it, and he let me open it. And it was actually really fun to open. You get a little special promo, and also you get Gunpla. Do I have the Gunpla? Oh no, I gave it to him. The Gunpla's upstairs. The Gunpla is so cool. Like you like build your deck and you build your Gunpla. Like that's sick. Did you want slowly dying in LA right here? Yu-Gi-Oh is getting slowly phased out. Yeah, I think Yu-Gi-Oh is in a bad spot right now. I don't know if any Yu-Gi-Oh stands out there. I don't know. I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh at all. I don't know anything about it. I heard about the time rules that they just made, like the double loss stuff, but I have no idea what's going on with Yu-Gi-Oh right now. Like, I know it's going downhill right now, but it can always, you know, fix itself. Gundam Wing. It's a collab for their new miniatures. It's so cool. I love I think the concept of getting a trial deck and you get like a little toy to like build and play. I know it's, sorry, I called Gunpla a little toy. I'm sorry. It's Gunpla. But it's just so cool. It's so fun. You get to like, you know, break it all apart and put it all together. I love that. When I saw that at my local store, I was like, bro, that's so cool. They wrote those rules but left the door open to implement them later. Oh, gotcha. Super Cancer. For Gundam, I got a Siege Stride deck. Oh, that's cool. TCG Happy Meals, they really are TCG Happy Meals. You're so right. They're TCG Happy Meals. I just love a little extra with my goodies, you know? Like, I get a trial deck and I get a little extra gift, you know? It's just so nice. Maybe I just like extra stuff with my stuff. Yu-Gi-Oh probably now is in the gutter. Yeah, I've heard. I heard Yu-Gi-Oh's kind of struggling. Poor Yu-Gi-Oh. Anyway, let's finish up our tier list. We're going so off topic. You built up, you demoed the Gundam card game at the Anime Expo. It was fun. I haven't actually played it yet. I've gotten like the TCG box and I got whatever my boyfriend got. I haven't played it since, but I really want to. It looks cool. I want to get into it. It's just really expensive right now. We can look at cards here in a little bit. I'm actually kind of curious. Let's see what else. It makes me feel powers because I am too used to A+ AK power attack. Let's see. Speaking, wow, I like how we're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! And Yu-Gi-Oh! Like just came online. Demo stream? Demo stream. Well, that'd be a bad idea. I do have a video coming for Gundam, so that's coming. For the event at AX, I got a free Machu resource promo. Oh, like the little cards, like the mana system, basically. That makes sense. That makes sense. I don't know. Think about it. I think about Gundam. Like I said, I'm not as into it right now just because I don't have time between like BCSs and everything that's happening currently. Oh, sorry, for Spring Fest. Like the next month, I definitely don't have time. But maybe September. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm kind of holding off on it a little bit. Also, like I have so much One Piece stuff. It's not even funny. I have so much One Piece back stock that I need to do something with it. I don't know what to do with it. So much. Because I'm not playing One Piece right now. We got one more. We got one more. D Legion. I'll be honest. I'm gonna leave D Legion to you guys. I genuinely haven't tried the mechanic. How do you guys feel about D Legion? What type of events you think is good for a regional level event for Vanguard? Probably like what they're doing for Shadowverse, where they have like the grand circuit circuits. It's kind of like their own circuits, and you still get an invite for first place type of thing. Yeah, D Legion. Played on a separate tier. Best mechanic in the game. I don't. No, I don't think it is. I think you're lying. I think you're wrong. I think you're coping. Anyway, where do we want this? That isn't S tier. I don't think it's S tier. It's okay, but kind of sucks. It's okay, but kind of sucks. Got it. It's better Legion. Is this guy smoking something? Is Dan smoking something over here? A little smoker above regular Legion? I'm a fan of Legion, but it's bad. If I can't X loop it, it's worse. Legion, why does this exist? It's a worse version of Legion. You don't even get personalized, so you don't get the point of nursing it to the OT. I can understand, but the rest of it just don't get the... Damn. Those are some crazy takes I'm reading right now. I think I'll put it in the it's okay, but kind of sucks tier. I'll be honest, I have not tested it. So that's why I'm not giving an opinion. I genuinely can't give an opinion on something I haven't tried. I feel it's rude. I think Division needs to be explored more. That's fair. That's fair. Maybe maybe we can add a tier. Maybe let's add a tier. Make it white. Whoopsie. Whoopsie! I made too many. This is supposed to be a different color. You're supposed to be yellow. You're supposed to be white. X is coming. Needs to be explored. How about that? How about that? We do only have like one unit of this. Delete lock from it, cleanse your sins. And the new tier, just my cats. I did a lot of cats. Ironically, my old one is like not here. Oh my god! Vanya knocked down my Lara Croft. Sorry. She knocked this down. How dare she? Orange cat here. I only have 2 cats. So, I mean... Oh, whoops, my keyboard broke there a little bit. Maybe I would make a tier about cats. Don't make me. I'll go there. I'll do an entire video, a tier list and everything dedicated to cats. I'll do it. I am a cat person. I am crazy cat lady. You don't want that. Actually, maybe you do. I don't know. I don't know your life. All right, we did it. Okay, so I think I can agree with D Legion. It needs to be explored more. We only have one card for it, quite literally. Well, one main card for it. So yeah, can be explored more. All right, let's look at this from a far away distance. Let's look what we got here. So let me expand it out. There we go. Perfect. So we have as fun as there could be. I would say this is pretty. I find it funny that I have a draw PG in here as a fun as a Vanguard can be. It's pretty funny. I feel like this doesn't belong here, but I'm not deleting lock. It's staying in there, and you're gonna deal with it. It's staying right there. I'll freaking make it its own thing. Don't make me expand the whole page out. Ace needs to go down one. Try S tier. I like ace units. I like ace units. I'm keeping it up there. I like my ace units. I think they're fun as hell. I might be talking because it's only been a couple days and I'm just sitting here slamming down my Dark States ace while I play a Blagmire. But oh, I'm gonna flaunt it if I have to. Stride S tier? I'll put it right here. Drop PG's S, meanwhile normal PG's just mid because normal PG's are so boring. No, they're just there. They don't do anything. They're just boring. Like all the rest of these mechanics, they're just boring. Oopsie, you can stay down there. I like drop PGs to stay right there. I like my AC is staying there too. I like my Heal Guardians. Anyway, I am debating on this one a little bit, but back in mind, Forerunner Grind deck lock needs to go down one. No. No. Wait, let's see. Forerunner. I like the Forerunner mechanic. I mean, it is a little bit more on the average side, but I think it was cool. Limit Break. I think Limit Break's cool too. I like the idea of like doing something on 4 damage. Like you get like, this magical like time. You can heal out of it. You can heal out of it and lose your effect. That's cool. It's something different. It's something we have to think through. Like if you draw your heals, time leap where? Oh yeah, we don't. Well, this is I think just general mechanics. I guess this isn't like specific ones to like certain clans. I think it's like more, a little more broad. I guess that's why we don't have like collabs and stuff on here either. It's just like specific things that have come in over time. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think I could probably bump this down. I think I could bump. I kind of, but I like that. It's so indecisive. I'll be 4 rely on you to choose a danger. I don't like it. You prefer having low damage. See, I'm the other way around. I like going to 5. I'll heal back down because then I have more counterbuffs to work with. Only continuous limit break skills lost their abilities when healed down. Active limit break still popped off. Oh, that's interesting. I actually didn't know that. Well, I did know that. I just haven't played enough to really more that I don't remember. I just didn't remember that. That is true. You are right. You can do an active ability, but your continuous ones, yeah, you would lose them. I like the damage, the damage counter stuff. I think OG limit break probably wasn't that fun because people would just deny themselves or play MLB. I think that's probably why it doesn't sound fun. But I think like current level of Vanguard, if limit break was more of a thing, I think it'd be really fun. Personally, I don't know. Every time I play against Chrono, I'm just sitting there like, all right, I don't want to give him 4 damage. Kind of like when you used to play against Duke, like you just don't want to give them 4 damage because you know what's gonna happen if you give them 4 damage. You know, I always thought the idea was cool. Like I think it's cool because you kind of know what the deck does and you're kind of playing around it, and it just adds so much level. Like it adds so much depth to the game without actually doing much. It's just damage. That's the one thing I don't like about current Vanguard. I feel like there's all this text on cards and they all just say something simple. Whereas like the simplicity of just like if something just gets a little bit of power, but if your damage is high, then you get like extra buffs. Like I like that concept more. Annihilation Lock, destroy a burn. They all say do your thing. They really do all say do your thing. That's actually why I like Limit Break, because Limit Break is kind of one of those things where it's literally part of the mechanic of the card game. It's not something that's written on your card that makes your deck function. It's something that makes the card game function, you know? Your opponent can't do anything. Yeah, exactly. That's why I like Limit Break and Ultimate Break. I like that concept of them. I like right chaining too, because you can miss it and like miss some of your effects and stuff like that, which is like the high rule of it, right? It's cool. But that's my personal opinion. So I guess I just like the simplicity. I like the simple stuff being more abused than the more complicated things that are complicated but they're really nothing. A good example is Counterblast. I love the idea of Counterblast denial over like just being able to do whatever you want, you know what I mean? So and maybe that's why I'm not a big fan of energy. Maybe that's why I think energy's kind of dookie, because you can't really stop it. You have no control over it. It's just kind of there, you know? soul blast as well to some degree. So you can play a deck that only has so much soul, right? So you do need to be a little careful with it, but it is definitely yours to use. So anyway, overall pretty cool. I think we did a good job. 2 hours of talking. 2 hours of a lot of talking, I would say. But I'm gonna go take a picture of this. I can't wait for everyone to get mad about this. This is gonna be so much fun. This is gonna be so much fun. I've been such a little Twitter queen. I can't wait. I can't wait. Yeah, if you have too much energy, but I think that's the beauty of it, I guess, to some degree, because you get to kind of experiment with like how much energy you want to work with. I also think Bob abuses energy. Move OT down. Yeah, you're right. I should move OT down. You're right. Let's fix that. There we go. I moved it down. Just for you. Just for you. $5 for S tier stride. No. Hey, Slasher. No. You can't bribe me to move it. You're gonna bribe me to move it? OT definitely needs to be more explored. Oh, I'm dead. Let me see. Oh my god. Oh, I gotta fix that. Oh, I found Khalil. Did I have that in here? I think I do. Uh-huh. Oh no, I don't have it. No, where'd it go? No, where's my Kaha? I see meme reactions. Oh yeah, this is my friend. Oh wait, no, I don't want to replace that. let me put this in before I. This was for the tournament that's happening this weekend that I'm casting for, and then all the rest is just like all my thumbnail stuff. Like it's literally all thumbnail things. Let's see. This is tier 1. There. Where's my Kaha? I need to find. Wait, guys. I'm sorry. I need to fix it. It's bothering me. Well, hold up. Twitch. Stream. Emotes. Where is this? Where's my Kaha? Should already be in here. There it is. There it is. Oh yeah. Okay. We're taking out. We're taking out this. We're putting this in. Yeah. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Now I can do it. No! Where is it? Where's my Kaha? Maybe it's not. Maybe I have to wait. Bruh. Why live? Why live if I can't put Khalil as my emotes? Anyway, that's my buddy Khalil. I made him into an emote. All right, let's go post this this horrificness. Let me just make sure. Did I hit save? Yeah, I hit save. Yeah, I definitely hit save. Let me refresh. Sorry, it's bothering me. Yeah, he's right there. Not horrific, perfect. Nothing wrong, totally. Oh, you know, fair. I don't know. Some people might disagree with me. Some people might 100% disagree with me. I joined in on the mechanic tier list. Honestly, the tier list isn't that bad. I don't know. I lock in like A tier. I know what I have there. Thanks for the fun chat. There you go. There. I gave chat some love because you guys are the best. You guys are the best. Alright, we're hitting send. Oh. Alright. I can't wait for the first comment. Yeah, I know what I have. Surprisingly, people liked my list. Was expecting hate comments, but none so far. I think I saw yours. I saw a couple. I saw a couple people posting about it, so I definitely witnessed it. Okay, where did this go? Okay, anyway, let me get all this crap out of my face. No, successfully downloaded. I'm so happy for you. No thanks. These ads need to go away. I have so many ads everywhere. Go away. Okay, anyway. All right, fam. So the person who made this is right here. Oh, they made a Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck gender. That's cool. Anyway, if you guys want to... They don't have a Twitter, though. Normally... Go away! Normally people have this like a Twitter, but I guess they don't. But anyway, they're right here, the Detective Sickle person, so... Need to face prison decks after this tier list. I face prison decks every weekend, thank you very much. it is one of the few decks that I'm actually really good at killing because one, I used to play Doji, so if you play Doji, it's an auto win, like unironically, unless they genuinely go trigger back to back on every single drive check, you will win the game, hands down. Just don't deck out, be smart. And then currently I'm playing like Chaos and Quagmire and basically a bunch of Dark States decks, and I have literally zero issue fighting into prison. So I will say it happens. Sometimes they just open broken, but for the most part, it's usually fine. Overlord Bros Rise. You want to face Overlord? I mean, I actually have a friend who's like obsessed with Overlord, so I see it quite a bit. I see quite a lot of the Overlord. So yeah. All right, fam. Well, I don't know what to do with you guys now, so we're just gonna look at TCG prices for the time being. I have the deck, and I want some tips on it. Overlord was my gateway into Vanguard. It's I feel like a lot of people feel that way. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not looking forward to Buddy Fight at all. And I mean this in the nicest way possible. I think the fact that Buddy Fight's coming to Vanguard is great. I don't like how powerful the decks are. I generally think they're really broken. I think Bob is fair compared to that. That's right, we can look at Gundam prices. Let's see what's going on in the world of Gundam. Because this shit like just came out too, like it's brand new. Nah. No, but that Azal deck, whatever it's called, the one with the stupid sword that you attach, that thing's broken. you die at 7 damage, Fuzzy. Who thought of that? On top of like the crits, the 10k, the soul guard rear guards that you just like soul blast and they stand up. What the hell is this? It's so beautiful. I want this. Is it good? Is this card good? I want it. I don't think I want it for 200, but I want it. That card's good. I mean, it is a draw to discard 1, right? So I want that card. Oh, old lady's here. Old lady has come. We started talking about Gundam and she was like, oh my god, I'm interested. Oh yeah, this resource is really cool too. The little mana. These things are cool. I saw one in a picture someone took of one. These look sick as hell. The good old OG Gundam. I want this overflowing affection. That's me. I am full of overflowing affection. Oh my god. The other OG Gundam. That's so sick. It looks so cool. Let's use right now as draw power, so anything that draws is good. Ah, man, Bendigo with the resource engine colored me surprised. I know, isn't it crazy? Another resource mechanic. They do like their resource engines, huh? What is this? Holy crap, this is beautiful. So I'm gonna get rid of all this. Sorry, I have a bunch of random crap here. Let me get rid of all this random crap. Oh yeah, I was looking at that. We're looking at that. We'll look at that later. We don't need this anymore. Okay, perfect. I got the supply set for Gundam and it came with special resources. Oh, that's cool. That's probably where my boyfriend's been mentioning all those special resources you can get, and he's been bringing up like, he's like, where do you get these? I guess that would be how you get them. This guy's sick as hell. This guy right here is sick. Choose one command card that is level 5 or lower from your trash hat to hand. That sounds pretty good. You get to just revive your dudes. Well, you get them back to hand anyway. Recursion. Do you guys think it's worth getting the Skyride Overlord order as a staple for DE? Yeah, I think so. I definitely think so. There's some decks though where I'm using it. Hold on. Let me go get VGParadox.com. It spells recycles your spells. It does spell recycle your spells. Decks, Japanese, and Diva. I think it's this one. It's not that new. See you guys. Bye. I'll see you next time. With this one? Who was buying the order package? Was it with Gandiva? I don't remember. Was it Gandivers? There was that Gandiva deck that was running an order package in their build. You need ad block? Yeah, I have it off because of YouTube. But it supports fuzzy, so like, you know. Oh, this is cool. That's a pretty heal. This is a, what the fuck is this? Why don't, oh, it's a world heal. Okay, that's why. Okay, we can, ads aren't, you know, they're just ads. It's fine. Yeah, Ding Dong was spotted. I don't remember which was it. I swear there was like a Diva deck that was running like an order package. I just don't know if they actually like topped or not. That's the thing. I just don't remember. Dang, going OG here. That's right. Oh my god. Okay, I'll look for it later. Anyway, yeah, it's if you want to run an order package build, yes, it's perfectly fine. I have so many. You know, Final Fantasy the back. I think it kind of gives the website some touch, you know, like it's like you know, Fuzzy put borders on his website. I think it looks nice. I don't think it was Gandhi. I think it was Emma. Was it Emma? I don't remember. There was just like some random deck that was like running it. Emma Pure? Oh, it would have to be combined Emma. Huh. Maybe it was Emma. Oh my god, 3 whole tops? Crazy. What a broken deck. This one is running not the order package. No way. Oopsie, wrong button. Boop. 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 Final Fantasy coming to MTG. Almost happy playing it. Dude, it's so cool. It looks so good. I'm a big Final Fantasy fan. I was like, damn, this looks sick. Damn, I want this. Tells me. What the heck is this? What is this card? What is this? What is this PR? Never seen this before. Oh, it's an Emma PR. Oh, it's so pretty. It's like a monk and stuff. It's so elegant. The Kogura dance is perfect. Oh, it's so cool. What the? Choose one of your... At the end of the... Choose one of your vanguards that gets plus 5k power, and if your opponent has 10 or more cards in their bind zone or you preserve mode this turn, that unit is dragged. Oh, okay. I was like, I thought you did that to the opponent. I was about to be like, what? Control in my card game? It was supposed to be in last month's PR for us. Well, we weren't get that anyway because we don't even have Vispo. We don't even have it. What was it doing? I was looking at Gundam. That's what I was doing. This card's cool. That's sick as hell. Choose one command card that is level 5 or... Oh, it's the same card I was looking at before. It's just that a different art. Different art the card I was looking at earlier. Gotcha. A show of resolve. Draw 2. Draw 2. Pot of Greed. Pot of the Greed. Greed of Potty. What is this? When playing this card from hand, you may destroy one of your link units with Unicorn. Hey, Unicorn! Mode is card name. That is level 5. If you do play this card, if it has a 0 level in cost. That's actually when enemy units is rested. That's kind of cool. Sounds very green. Sounds like a green concept. Oh, hey, it's the girls. Oh, this is cute. Activate this card's main action. Oh, what is burst? Like I don't know the mechanics. I'm just reading. Choose one enemy unit with 5 or less HP. Return to its owner's hand. That's cool. I'm assuming it's like a certain mechanic you can get to. I'm just kind of reading. I'm not really like super looking. I'm just kind of looking. Oh, shield trigger. Like triggers in one piece. Ah, so it's when you trigger it off of like a life location or something like that. Gotcha. First, add this card to your hand. While this unit is white, it gains rest this unit to change the attack target to it. Oh, cool. So they love this mechanic. I swear. They love doing this. It's literally just a blocker. They love... Oh, it's right there. It's right there. There it is. Blocker. It gains blocker. They don't have the text for it yet. Oh, I was about to say it's just blocker. It's right there. Dang, I really am a Bandai nerd. I know the Bandais now. That's fair. Oh, this one's cool. This is a pretty resource as well. Also got Sayla. Sayla's cool. Add this card to your hand. While this unit is blue, it gains the end of turn. This unit recovers the specified number of HP. That's pretty good. Oh, well, it gains repair 1. You just repair, you heal up. That's cool. Pretty sick. What the hell? This guy's so ugly. I love it. Another... oh, I see. So most burst cards will just add stuff to your hand. All your units get AP +2 during this turn. See, this is what I like about Bandai games. It's probably my favorite part about them. It's simple. Like, I know set 1. I'm very aware. But, like, most stuff that you read, it's like at most, like, two sentences. And that's it. You read a One Piece card from, like, today. Like, if I take a One Piece card from the latest set, it's not going to have this much text on it. Oh, this Legacy of the Master isn't out yet. Hold up. Oh, welcome in, Sunny. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Like, let me get the Fist of Divine. For the Fist of Divine, like let's pick like the most popular card in the set. What up? Yo, what's up, Sunny? How you doing? How are you? How are you? So let's pick the most popular card in the game, which is probably gonna be the Monkey D. Leafy in here. Like this is the most broken popular card in the game right now. Like it has like, and it's on a leader. And it's on a leader, and it just has such a simple effect. It says if you have 8 or if you have a bunch of mana, look at top 5, pick a card, put your hand, put the rest at the bottom. You know what I mean? Like it's just a very simple thing. I don't know what is with Vanguard and like printing like a bunch of... Let's pick a non-leader card, something that's like played but a non-leader. Let's use Beggy as an example. Beggy like is a blocker once per turn. If you basically have a dude, he can't be removed like as easily, or you can take the top card of your life instead. Like Such simple effects. Such simple effects, but they do a lot. Because like it's how the card game is built, right? So I think that's really cool. I really wish like Vanguard would go more towards that type of direction. Because like you look at a Vanguard card nowadays, like let me go get a Vanguard card. Holy crap. Vangado. So let's go to the new set. Like, what is all this? What is all this text? What it's just top 7. Grab a card, put in the soul, put a card back. Like it's just non-leader and good this set, probably Beggy, because green yellow law is popular leader. Oh yeah. Dude, I love Beggy. I actually love green yellow law. I have a version of him. Where is it? Not here. Oh, where I put it. Oh my god, I keep losing stuff. The TLDR is I have a cool version of him. I don't know what I did with it. Wait. I found it. Yeah, I found it. Look. Check it out. Yeah. There we go. What's the... Look at this bad boy. Look at that sucker. Alright, let me get the... Whoopsie. Morning here and it work? Oh no. Oh my god, please. There. Oh, almost. Look at that. Yeah. It's obviously custom make. But he looks so cool. Like I don't really play One Piece like that anymore. So well I'll probably get back into it eventually. But as of right now, I'm not playing it. So I'm actually thinking about taking this with me just to like just to show him off because he's just so sick. I have my little baby law. You know, they could be friends. They could be like little buddies. He can hold on to his card. You know, see, there he goes. He can hold his card. But yeah, the texture on this is wild. It's like it's so it's just so, and this wasn't expensive. This was like 20 bucks, I think. And these came out so well. So yeah, I'm a big fan. So anyway, back in you go. Back in your little home you go. Bye-bye. Is it the same texture as an SP? Yeah, this one, yes. It's a little different. So I'm touching it. It's a little different, but it's kind of there. Like I said, this is a custom make, so it's not One Piece doesn't have this one. They have other ones, obviously, but not this one specifically. This one's also, it has a little bit of a different thickness than a standard One Piece card. But yeah, I would say it's not that far off from like an SP texture. Try to, yeah, it's kind of there. It's kind of there. It's a little different. I would say Vanguard SPs feel a little bit different from it, but they're really sick. They're really sick. I think they're cool as hell. All right. Anyway, back to whatever it is that I was talking about. But yeah, I miss One Piece. It's just time. Like, it's one of those things where if I'm gonna invest in One Piece, I want to like go and play, and then I don't travel, and then I'm like, well, why did I spend like $300 playing? But I just, man, oh yeah, there's more. Like, I just miss it. Yukio Syndrome cards have so many restrictions on them. You have to print them on the card. Oh my god, that's crazy. That's crazy to think about it. Anyway, we were talking about Vanguard. I'm so tired of all the text on Vanguard. I recently tried teaching someone Vanguard. I feel like I always have this issue. I try to teach someone Vanguard, and I try to explain like the 25 different things that the card effects say, and it's like it kind of turns people off from it's like crazy. It's definitely been something I've been noticing. Like I said, one of my friends who's a big he's really into One Piece, and he plays like Hololive now and a bunch of other card games. He genuinely tried Vanguard, and he was like, I hate all this. Like, he just doesn't like the fact that every single deck has some kind of weird key name or some kind of thing about it, and he wasn't a big fan of like that type of style. So, and I understand where he's coming from. Like, I get it. It is kind of annoying. I think if you play Vanguard, you don't really mind it, but when you don't play Vanguard, it's like, what does this all mean? What is it all doing? Yup, words. Like, it's just a lot. Like, you read like this, and you're like, oh my god, like, when a unit is placed on rear guard other than the battle phase, if you have a Sylvan Horde Beast, whatever that is, obviously to like an outsider, they don't know what they're looking at, and you blast 3, you choose a card with Beast again, call it out, or if you have a Magnolia Mask, you choose something else, and then on top of that, if you have another Beast card, then you can retire it and give yourself some power. It's like, ugh. It's just so much. It's so much on one card. It's like, this card does like 3 different effects for like 2 different decks. Sorry, sent before cleanse the text. No, you're fine. How to resume this? On play plus 5k. Yeah, that's valid. On play, Energy Blast 3, search deck for top 7. Just to 1 card, discard and shuffle deck, choose up to 1 card with a grade less than equal to Vanguard card rear. Yeah, like that sounds so much better. I think it's something with the way they've been wording these like not battle phase but main phase from hand abilities. I think that's really where they've been kind of weird, I would say. I think that's really where it's been kind of annoying. Or like, you know, keywords like Final Rush or Diablos or like who, like nobody even knows what Final Rush does anymore, you know? It's because they're trying to avoid certain interactions and I hate it. Yes, it is because they're trying to avoid certain interactions and I agree with you. I hate it too. Like I get they're trying to, they can just say like when placed on main phase skill, you know, or something. I don't know, like these have it too. When this unit is placed on from hand other than during the battle phase, it's like, it's so painful. They can have the when this card is placed with on play. Yeah, they could, I guess, write like on play main phase, maybe that would, maybe that's what they need to do. Yeah, they did exactly. I think they just need like a symbol or maybe, one sec. I'm trying to think. Maybe like, sorry, this is my chamber of thumbnails. This is my thumbnail chamber. You guys get exclusive access to the future thumbnail I have coming out. But anyway, they could do something like, let me like take this out. Maybe they could do like on play, like maybe like MP, or like this font doesn't have like, maybe like MP on play, like something like this, and then like effect, you know. You know, like something like, oh, so, you know, like maybe like something like that. On play main phase, on play your turn, like something like this, and then they can like box like the MP part. Like they can make like, for example, the MP part could be like specially boxed. Like you could just give it like a little love here. Let me think here. Little background, but let's make the background to just that, and then let's make it black. And then we're gonna change the other colors, don't worry. And then we could do like the outline. There's the outline. The outline could be like red. I don't know. Like they could do like something like this, like on P. I don't know. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You get it. You get it. You know, I don't need to explain this to you. You get it. You know, like they could do like a special thing around it, and it could be like odd play. You don't even need like this. You don't even need like this. You don't even need this. If it'll let me type, please let me type. You could do it like this. You know? Like that, like something like that. MP, main phase, on play, effect. Like, you know, and then they could do like, they could do the same thing with like PB. You know, battle phase, PB. On play. You know, they could do the same thing. It could be like this too, like on play effect. One Piece has the icon things too, kind of, sort of. They do have some icon stuff, but like, you know, this would be so much cleaner. Like, you can do like a battle phase one where it's like on play, you get the ability, MP, you get the ability, instead of all this like sentences of text. Need to bring back Lord. Lord. Like the fact that it doesn't explain what it does. It's great. But yeah, I definitely agree. I definitely think this would be a little bit cleaner. Born in 2025, let's go. Completely useless, but it's good against Nubatama specifically. But I think that's my biggest thing is like all this. I also need to fix how these are. Like the way they do these costs. But yeah. Lord Magnolia VG do something. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But I'm trying to think, does One Piece have that kind of stuff? Let me look back. Let me go back to One Piece real quick. So I'm using One Piece as an example because it's like the definition of like simplicity. On KO, see, they do have the kind of like, they have like an on KO, something happens, like on death. Like if it, instead of saying when this unit is retired during the battle phase, they could just write on death. Even Shadowverse has this. Now that I think about it, Shadowverse also has this type of stuff too. They have their own keywords, which people don't really like. Like they have Barry and all this other stuff. People aren't really a fan of that, I would say. But on Evo, this is an Evolve card. Let me see here. They're kind of sort of just weird that they have words in them. If they can create special icons for them, then we lit. Their own games have it, why YVG not? Yeah, exactly. I feel like it'd be a nice addition. I feel like it'd definitely be good. I think we could use it. Oh my god, we're getting Vanguard soon. I forgot we're getting Vanguard soon. Let me use Gods of Yarkon. It's the latest one that we got. Let's see, let me find a normal guy that's not an advanced unit. Ah, Vanguard's so broken though. I don't want it. I don't want it. Let me find someone that's not like god, I forgot how pretty Shadowverse card is. I haven't touched a Shadowverse card in a second. I guess they have like they're kind of like their own kind of thing, I guess. They have icons. I guess it's kind of like, do you prefer like a word or an icon? I guess that's kind of like what it comes down to, huh? Like, see, like Shadowverse does icons. Like everything's an icon. They have the E for evolve, they have the F for on play. So they prefer icon. This is for, you know, resting it. So, and actually, in here, it actually writes what it is. Here, it actually expresses it. So it says act, engage, bury this card, select blah, 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 do the thing. Wanted to buy a master set, but they hit my boy Vortex. I promise you, with flying colors, that the deck is still insane. Like, I'm just saying, your Vortex is like you'll be fine. So, I'm just saying... So I'm just saying you'll be okay if you still want to get into the collab. Like the deck is, oh my god, this is $1,000, and obviously it's not getting bought for that. It got bought for like 300, but damn, someone's really trying to set it for $1,000 and a penny or $1. Sorry, that's crazy talk. Crazy talk. Let me see. Do they have the products yet? No, they only have the trial deck, so they don't have the actual products yet. This comes out soon. We get it 15th. So exactly 2 weeks from today, quite literally. So pretty soon, actually. That's exciting. What else we got? What are these? What the hell is? Oh, it's Glory Finder. I forgot about this. So this is like the Highlander of like a shop for supplies. Oh, here's some skins or some sleeves, I guess. Here you go. But yeah. Anyway, so I definitely think they should change something. Maybe I should give them a little pep talk, a little here, do this. Do this. Glory Finder, let's play EDH. Yeah, Glory Finder is fun, but I don't play it. That's fun. Let me get rid of this so that way the next time I go back here, I don't go, this makes no sense. You guys should see my weird Zorga deck. I created some bullshit. It's like it's the definition of bullshit, but I love it. It's funny. It's funny, but I definitely don't play it. Don't play it. It's bad. Shadowverse Commander? I mean, that's basically what Glory Finder is. Oh. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna give you an early sneak peek of my really shitty Zorga deck. And you guys are all gonna cringe at me because it's really, really bad. But I like it. I think it's funny. I think it's hilarious. But no, everyone else will disagree with me because it's ugly. It's so ugly. Check this shit out. All right, back to the office. Have a great stream, everyone. Bye, Sunny. Thank you for stopping by. All right, check out my shitty Zorga list. Check it out. Some would say, look at this. You see this right here? I'm running a pomegranate. That's potential, I guess. Yeah. I'm running the instant throw up emoji. The instant. It has the pommy in it. It has pommy in it because Zorga binds from the drop zone. It binds an order, and then the pommy activates, and then you can call pommy out, and you can give plus 5k to your Dwagon, and then your Dwagon's a 10k, and then you can put it in a soul. It's perfect. It's my perfect deck. This is gonna be the list of all time. It's so good. What do you mean? Hey yo. There is something that people aren't talking about. There is a new order that came out. It's actually really good. I'm telling you, its time is coming. Hold up. I've been trying to cook with Zorga, but it's just 10k when it's like 50k already. But it could be more. It's plus 5k more. It's even bigger. It's an even bigger. It's larger. It's so much bigger now. Wait, hold up. You guys need to see the sauce that no one's cooking. Well, maybe someone's cooking. I'm trying to cook it, but I haven't found the right synergy with it. So you know how we got those new grade 2 Sterkea clones? I mean, Stegler clones? Check this out. Have you guys read this card? A Gardener's Treasure? It says, it's a grade 1. You can either call play a token, or Retire a play token. Check top 3. Put any card from among them to your hand and shuffle the rest. Nuts! This with the Stagger clone? Yeah, you play this. You get yourself like some kind of card to hand. Stagger clone abilities. So much. Check top 5. Call a guy. It's so much value. The issue is like no deck really wants it right now. What's a tomato doing in my? No, listen, Sonny. This tomato. It's not tomato. It's a pomegranate. I'm pretty sure it's a pomegranate. Yeah, it says pomegranate. It's a pomegranate. So pomegranates are great. Pomegranates are based. Tomatoes are only good on BLTs. That is how this works. Here, so there's no bacon and lettuce here, so we don't mess with the tomato. But we got pomegranates. So pomegranates are great. I think it's funny. This could be 5 there, by the way. If anyone cares. I don't know what to do with the orders. They're just kind of there. I just think it's funny. Whoa, what do you mean? Yeah, I got the carrots in here. Not even on a salad. Tomatoes on my they're okay, but then there has but that's the thing. When you make a salad, what do you typically put on it, Fuzzy? Think about it. You put lettuce and you put bacon on it. The baby justified in it. You put bacon and lettuce on your salad, don't you? Orange needs some Jersey tomatoes. I've been to Jersey. I know what Jersey. I like tomatoes, but not that often. I like salsa. Salsa's good. Let's see. Not the same though. It's not undeadly. It's undeadly. Anyway, this is pomegranates anyway. It doesn't even matter. This isn't even a tomato. So it don't even. You know what they should make? They should make a bacon card for Sturkea. I would play it. I would play a bacon card in my Sturkea deck. Oh, did I put this in? This is the wrong list. This is the wrong list. Ayo. I don't know where the right list is, but this is not the right one. I'm gonna eat a tomato right now just because you said that. So the list that this isn't supposed to be in here. I had a different list. I don't remember what it was, but it was supposed to be. Let me fix it up because that's wrong. Go away. Go away. Go away. I don't remember what my I think I remember it was this. But that. I think that's literally the difference. I think I just literally just buffed that. I got that. Yeah. This looks great. I think I had this at 1 for something else. I just don't remember what it was. I don't remember. But yeah, it's definitely not supposed to. It's definitely. This is definitely. That card was definitely not supposed to be there. But it's supposed to be something like this. Zorg. There we go. There we go. This is the final list. This is the one. This is the home dog Skilly Biscuit right here. Right there. There we go. There we go. That's better. I don't like that grade 1. I was messing around with it because I think I had a different idea for the build and I took it out. Anyway, there we go. The perfect Zorga list out there. The best that could be. I actually think low-key the festival collection brought up a lot of interesting concepts. No slurper starter? Nah. I wanted. I think at the time when I was building, because I was trying to kind of build them kind of fast, I just kind of slapped whatever. I do prefer the slurper starter. I know exactly what you're talking about. You're talking about Tongue Guy. I love Tongue Guy. I forgot where he went, but I do respect Tongue Guy. I'm a Tongue Guy enjoyer. I respect the Tongue Guy. Where is he? Where's our homie? Where's our best friend? Not this one. Oh, you were talking about Slurper, literally. No. You gotta go further back, Sonny. You gotta go to the OG Slurper. You gotta go to the OG Slurper. Where it all started, where the slurping began. Where's our Slurpinator? There, this is true slurper. You see that tongue? That's what I call slurping. This is true slurping. Not the other slurper. The dream nibbling. The original slurper. A booger looking. Look, man. He's slurping, okay? OG Slurp edition. Even got Ghost coming out. Pause on this whole conversation. Dazzle's like, can we not? Can we do something else? Look, it's not my fault that the starter is named Slurper, okay? It's not. I didn't start this. The starter started this, okay? The starter decided to be named Slurper. I'm just here for the moment. Anyway, I like personally. I run the Dream Nibbling. That's my starter of my Sturkea cards. It's either that or the Sylvian Horned Beast Lotte. It's one or the other. Because I just like the full art a lot. I'm a big full art enjoyer, so I really like full arts. And we don't have many of them, so I gotta enjoy what I got. So, also the Roa Star is pretty cool, so I like him. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. I'm one of those people where I don't like my starters matching, so my opponent doesn't know when I'm playing. I'm one of those people, so I can never have my starters matching. So I have to play a different starter. Oh my god, this one's so cute. I love the Mythiarch starter. Loki. Oh, I'm kind of curious. Wait, hold up. Curiosity has struck. One sec. I gotta get the name. All right, we're doing some window shopping. Hold on. I gotta do some window shopping. All right, let's see how they're looking. It's not these though. I'm looking at the wrong ones. I want the new. I want to look at the new ones. One sec. Gotta see how the new ones are doing. How are we doing? How are we doing? How are we looking? Wow. On price still. Dang. I want to see how the new ones are doing. I haven't looked at these in a second. There's a lot that I want. Like the Direful Dog ones I really want. There's a couple more. I don't. Oh wow, this one's $30 isn't too bad. I don't know. I'm about to go to Texas. I guess I'll find out if I can get any of these. Also, all the lyrical ones are super cute, but I don't know if I want them or care about them. But oh, that's right. They have the Straw Hat one too. Sorry, I'm window shopping. This is what I call window shopping. Looking at random PRs that I'll never have. Let's see what else we got. Oh my god, he's so cute. How do you get these? Like, I want this one so badly. I don't like that they're frame rares though, now that I think about it. Sorry, don't mind me and my window shopping. I had to. What the heck is this? Oh, it's the trial deck card. What the hell? That's a cool ass looking the grade 2 actually. Oh, there it is. Unpriced. What the? I forgot about this. Is this Record of Ragnarok? Oh no, it's Shaman King. Oh my god. Hand over your FR Gayusha and Dilated. I don't have it. I don't have it though. I got 0. Oh wow, this is expensive. The Marlene one? Very expensive. It's kind of funny because no one plays Marlene. Oh, the Flam G ones are out of stock. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Crying Ribbers over here. Don't mind me. Oh my god, they're like all out of stock. I mean, I get why. There aren't that many of them. Wow, 250s. That's crazy. That's for the new triggers. What else we got? Sorry, I am. Oh, what the? Why is this 60? It's just a rotovisor. It's just a rotovisor. What the heck? Why is it 60? These Leohan ones are so cool. Oh my god, that's right. I want the undercover. Oh, they have the Lao one too. This one looks hella sick. Bruh. Yeah, big bruh. Sorry, I'm amused. I'm amused. Oh my god. Guys, by the way, Orphis is about to get its promo in the upcoming August set. You guys don't understand how excited I am. The Twilight Boundary. Bruh. They capping? Yeah, they're definitely capping. Wow. These are, it's so wild that these are out of stock. Like, I get why, you know, it's like, I guess people are just like trading at the events. Also, BSF isn't over. I'm hoping these will drop a little bit over time, but they're kind of, there's a lot of them. That makes sense. All right, my window shopping is about to end because I don't want to look through all these just to find them all. Was this a PR? I didn't even know this. What the heck? I don't know it was a PR. Okay, it was just a reprinted PR, okay. Gundam Tax, you're so right. Gundam Tax is real. I'm gonna go back to the front here. See if there's any in stock. I'm so happy the monster got reprinted. That really needed to. What the heck? Who's playing this? Oh, y'all crazy. Y'all sound crazy. Oh, this one's cool. Ironically. I'm gonna snatch it from you. Oh no, you're so mean. What did I do? I'll gladly, and I mean gladly, pay Gundam Tax for the right cards. I mean, that's fair. I-5 went down. That's always exciting. These are actually not as expensive as I thought they would be. Like, you would expect these to be more expensive. But they're actually not that bad. I guess because people don't want them as badly. I don't know. This one, I have this. I should sell this. I don't use it. I don't like having one-ofs of stuff like that. Like, if I want, it would have to be all 4 or 0. Like, I'm that kind of person. A foiled roar. What the? Oh no. Don't be a Vergillimain, I guess. Holy shit. I'm assuming it just randomly jacked up in price. Let's see what the actual, okay. The $50 is still, that's such a crazy jump from 30 to 50 though. Like low key. Jesus Christ. I guess people are starting to, this deck, Also part of my video that's dropping tomorrow. But this deck is it's good. Like, I mean, even without the trial deck, it's good. Like, this deck's a menace. It's a book for a hand. And now Zeta and 0-0, and I kind of lost my mind. Oh, that's cute. They did get the new form, so yeah. Well, I mean, they got the new form, but they don't have the grade 1 or the other manga card. So you would think that without those two cards, the deck wouldn't function, but it functions. That deck is a powerhouse. Yeah, you need to see both grade 3s. You need to see Persona and you need to see the new grade 3. But you have ways to find it and you draw a lot. The deck is... I faced it on Monday and oh my god. What is the build? Oh, I got you. I got you. Like I said, you should check out the video tomorrow because I literally talk about this. But it's coming out tomorrow and you get full early access right now. Anyway, this is the build I'm currently on. You can run Shenry in here. So if you want to run Shenry in here, you perfectly can. You can also bump one of these down for an extra defense and roar. Perfectly valid. This is what I'm currently on. Deck is gas. Deck is absolute gas right now. Like actual menace. This deck is just annoying as piss to fight against. First of all, it makes magic numbers. It searches almost everything. The fact that it can get the ace is like really good because you can drop it against you only run one Cosmore. Cosmore is this one, right? That's perfectly valid. Running Shenry is a perfectly valid thing to do. Like, I definitely don't disagree with that. So you can get Regardless. You can get Regardless with this card, which is really good. So you can get your Regardless if you run specifically the grade 3 Regardless of whichever one you want. So yeah, this deck's nuts. So oh yeah, you can ignore the triggers. Those kind of threw triggers in. Yeah. My personal opinion, I think, because I kind of wanted to build, I built a more cookie cutter build for like the video. If it were me, I probably would cut the Cloud, put the Shenry in, and bump up the defensing roar to 2. That'd be my personal, like, that'd be where I would try to put it. Like, that's where I'd probably go for. But this is just the build I use to kind of make it simple for people, so they can just try it out. Also run draws because you need to see. Yeah, you do. I think draws is pretty valid over the fronts in any way you can. I do agree. The only reason I don't want the draws is you actually can deck yourself out. This deck does go through the deck really quickly. I've seen people like kind of almost deck out, so it can be a little risky, but I definitely understand. You also have your mini inlet pulse to kind of help. So there's also that. But yeah, this deck just does not die. It just, dude, I was playing Blang into this and I was thinking like, am I just cooked? Like, I was about to deck out. Like, I was on my last 3 cards in my deck. I did win, but it was insanely close. And I'm talking like we were inches away from defeat. So the deck is gas, 100%. So yeah, be on the lookout. I will not be surprised if this deck tops this upcoming weekend. Like the upcoming events that are coming, like Texas to Duluth. Don't be surprised if you see this up there. Like, genuinely, deck is strong. So so yeah, there's that. Yeah, I didn't put the Shenrys in because it's also kind of expensive. I own them, but bro, they just you just rewrite on top of your divine skill. Yeah, it's your very consistent divine skill they can use every single turn. Basically, yeah, deck is nutso. I'm like this close to like just bringing it over Blang just because it's so consistent. I love consistency, and I've actually had the trial deck built this entire time, but I'm trying so hard to just not to not swap over last minute because I do really like Blang, but you know, how can you say no to this? How do you say no to this? It's so good. It's so good. The Dragon Empire OT is so broken. Ugh. Life is so hard. Life is so hard. Wow, oh no, it's the regular one. Sorry, back to window shopping. There's something I was gonna do and I got distracted by whatever it is that I was gonna do. Oh wow, these round 1 now things are actually not as expensive as I thought they were gonna be. 14 isn't bad. Like, unironically, because that's a go. The issue at the moment is the CP denies a thing. Yeah, I mean, like, if you think about it, this is free. Like, this is 100% free. They can deny this counterblast for you to get the grade 2 back out. And then, like, was it your order? Yeah, your order is a CB. So, the order is a CB. I just remember, it was like, there's something else as CBs that you use every turn. So, it's the order, and it's an order. Is it to restand? Oh, you're right, it is a restand. Okay, so yeah, that is a 3 counterblast play. So yeah, no, I'm with you there. I definitely think the denial hurts. Keep in mind, you do countercharge, so. But yeah, you're basically eating up like 2-3 CB a turn. Your opponent can't deny. I mean, that's like what Blangmire is too, though. If you think about it, Blangmire is also like the king of like, well, I have to use all the CB to play the game, but if I do, I win type of thing. So it's kind of similar. Yeah, it's still gas. It's still gas. This deck is Mwah. Actual mwah. It's so good. Such a good deck. I kind of want these round one things. Low-key, high-key. They're kind of calling to me. They're kind of calling to me. I can hear them with my ears. The nows were once 40. That's crazy. They dropped like crazy. I'm tempted to pick these up because I don't think they're going to be this price. Oh, I remember. I was going to talk to you guys about Orphist. That's what I was going to talk about. I was going to do it. These are so cute. Oh my god, look at the little Gabby. Damn, well, you got till tomorrow. I don't think Dad's going with you at all. I think it's Jover. But it took pictures. Oh, that's so cool. You get the little thingy. That's so cute. I love that. Oh my god, that's adorable. I'm kind of tempted. I really don't want to spend the $6, but I'm kind of tempted. It's tempting. No, wait. Oh, yeah, right. So, Orphist. Hold on. Let me see if I could find the list that I saw. Did I keep it? Did I not save it? I did save it. So, Orphist, low-key, we're about to get the stupid order, and I genuinely think this version of the deck is good. Orphist is... We're about to get this fucker. We're about to get this shit. I think this deck is, like, actually low-key popping. And we get the new ace. So one of the few decks that can abuse the ace, but this deck's scary. This deck, I'm pretty sure this deck's legal for Texas. So be on the lookout. Another scary deck to look out for. This deck is not a joke. Very, 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 very scary. So yeah. Good old Orphist. Oh, yeah. I think the only downside is really like the fact that you have to like draw into your PG, but everything else is like disgusting. It's like nutso. I have it right here in my Magnolia deck box, ready to be a menace. It's ready for action. All right, guys. It's getting Orphist gonna go hard now. It's so good. Like I'm not even joking. Like this deck's good. I don't know which version I like more. If I prefer the masked version or this version. The masked version is technically better, but the downside is you run out of steam faster. Whereas the regular build, like just going pure Ragus, like you don't have the 3 drives, but you're also not bricking. And this deck became like an unbricking machine. Yeah, it's almost EV time. It is almost EV time. But this deck became so the opposite of bricking. Like you really have like such a low chance of like not finding your stuff now. As before, like if you didn't find the world, you kind of died. You still have that problem now, but it's so much harder to have that problem now. It's way more consistent, especially with this new grade 1 that came out. This grade 1 changed everything about this deck. Like the fact that you just get the card you need, and then on top of that, you can turn it into a token. Like, oh, so good. Give B Heroes a shout too. True, I should. I wish I was playing it. I'm just not. Like I had it and then my boyfriend sold it all, so I can't really like test it anymore. So kind of like, but it is really good. Apparently there's some B Heroes at the event I just went to for Crow's Nest. Apparently there were some B Heroes there. I don't know what happened to them, but they were there. They were cooking, and we were about to get the new card for it. Yeah, Orphist! It's so good. We're about to, FYI, some people don't know this, but August 1st, we're getting the new order. It starts this Friday. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Unfortunately, I'm going to Texas next week, so I don't have time. They were getting their backs blown out. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. That's a thing. That is a thing. What are the PRs this month? Ooh, I have a picture. Wait, hold up. I have a picky. Uno momento. Let me find it real quick. Give me one sec. I gotta scroll. All right. So the PRs are Twilight Boundary, which is the that's the Orphist card. Knight of True Shot Wilded. Shawa Kabari. I don't know what that is. Dragon Renaissance. Galactic Base Aegis. Knight of Piercing Cadwalla. Phantom Aria Dynamic Lady Floris, Galactic Base AIAS, and Fortune Garden Fuel. So those are what we're getting. Grab my locals. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be like, please, please, please. I'll do anything. I'll shout you out on a stream. I'm just kidding. Realistically, I'll do my best. But yeah. So this is what we're getting. I'm really excited. I think it's gonna be super cool. 1 out of 18. We're getting 2 bases. Yeah, this is base 1, Galactic Base AIAS, and base 2, which is Aegis. So yeah, we're getting two whole bases. I don't know what half these cards are aside from the reprints. Like I know what the reprints are, obviously. I don't know what the Shawa card is. I think I remember True Shot. I definitely know what Twilight Boundary is. That's the like I said, that's the Orphist card. I don't remember what Lady Florist is, or maybe I do remember what Lady Phantom Aria. Let me look up Phantom. I'll look it up over here if you guys still want to look at that. Don't worry. Phantom Aria. Okay, I don't think it exists yet. Definitely not out yet. Phantom Aria Demonic Lady. Is that the thing that like Curly's obsessing over? I think it is. I think Aria is the card that that Fuzzy really, not Fuzzy, sorry, Curly really wants. OG base and new base. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So yeah. Very exciting. So yeah, heroes will be a thing. Very spooky. Very spooky. So yeah. So I don't remember correctly off of the top of my head the rules for promos, but I think promos are legal like the day of. So these all should be legal for Texas. So you know. Orphis Gaming? Orphis Gaming? Hello? Knock knock, who's that? All right. Anyway, but yeah, there you go. They're coming out in like 2 days, so you guys got some time to go and enjoy them. I think they're great. I think that I'm definitely gonna be doing another day, another packs with those, so I'm really excited. What was I doing? I was trying to go to sleep. That's what I was trying to do. All right, open up this bad boy up. All right, let's find I didn't play Shadowverse for once. The first time, I think in like 4 streams, I didn't touch Shadowverse. Let's see, Canada streaming. Pichu, QT, Orphis for Texas. It's so tempting, Sunny. No, you're looking at more Gundam. No, I'm going to bed. Finally managed to finish a McQueen career. I'm so proud of you. I love McQueen. I'm going night night. I was looking at Gundam and then I got distracted. Nothing new. Nothing new. I'm really good at getting distracted. That's my favorite passing time. I think. Is this the person that we rated last time? No, I don't think it is. I think it's someone else. Let me actually look and see what's going on with Shadowverse Worlds Beyond. Having her for the event is doing wonders. She's true. She's really fun. I really like McQueen. I see. Still got a bunch, but not as many people are playing now. But definitely the Shadowverse did lower a little bit from the looks of it. Who's this? Oh, is this? Oh, I remember this guy. Yeah, we could rate him. This guy's super cool. He was playing OG Shadowverse, and now he's playing the other one. We'll give him some love. Let me go look this bad boy up. He's chill. I like him. All right, let me go open up the raid here real quick. Give me a sec. I see one of my friends is playing Genshin. Oh no. All right, I started the raid. And I lost chat in the process of it. Did I actually start it? Did it start? I hope it started. I'm assuming I started it. Let me see. I feel like I didn't actually start it. Hold up. There it is. Now I started it. We're good now. We got there. We're good at this. Yay. There we go. All right, fam. Thank you as always for coming out, from all angles. Appreciate it very much. Hope you guys had fun. Hope it was enjoyable. All that fun stuff. We're gonna go hit up Xpiel. He's really nice. Last time I rated him, I think he was playing Tomb Raider. And he also does Shadowverse content too. So yeah, check him out. All that fun stuff. Give him some love. And then, yeah, stay tuned. I'll be in Texas next week. So remember Texas time. So if you guys want to see me in real life, I'll be there. So yeah, enjoy Uma, enjoy Vanguard, enjoy all the good stuff. I'm gonna peace out now. Have a good night, everyone. Stay awesome, stay great, and get your Orphis promos because it's great. It's fun. Boy.